2, 1, start.
Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another episode of Battle of the North. It's been a while. And I just wanted to name and shame who was late, because me and Daps could get the grief. Me and Daps could take the heat. But why should we, really? Do you know what I'm saying?
It's not the cheats that are late. The cheats
you know
aren't
what I'm
late.
saying? The first show back, international break, thought we'd do a little special. And we got some latecomers. So, you know, the Oil Brothers, who are in a lot of trouble right now. We were just speaking about it backstage. The Oil Brothers are in a lot of trouble. People are pointing fingers. Daps, they're saying, oh, how many points are you going to be deducted? How many points are you going to be deducted? What league are you going to get relegated to? Conference? Northern Conference? So we're going to have to discuss, because we know that, you know, maybe our other brothers here are not going to be so kind. But how are you doing, first of all, bro?
I'm very good. I find it hilarious. I'm good, man. I'm very good. You know, festive season and all that. It's Christmas time. I know it's November. It's already been up for 10 days as well, by the way. So,
bro, you've had this Christmas tree up for 10 days.
Yeah.
It's November.
Yeah. Basically, the minute bonfire night was over, it's like, right, I promised my daughter.
Fair. You got kids. Fair enough. That's the only way you can get away with it.
All of that. Yeah. And as for all of this, no, international break, there's no coincidence they decide to drop this news during the international break, because they're starving like we are for news. So they dropped this one. And you know, the club that no one cares about, the club that's irrelevant. And I don't mean Everton, by the way. You know, it was Everton that got the point deduction, but you know, we're trending and and everyone cares about us. You know, certain YouTube channels are rushing around setting up streams. The YouTube channels that push the agendas, you know, no one cares about City. They're setting up streams to talk about City once again. And you know, Arsenal fans. Any Arsenal fans that just watch this channel, hey, I haven't seen you for a while. I know you lot, you lot are pinning all of your hopes of winning the Premier League based on City getting a point deduction.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're going to get into it, but I'm going to introduce them in the order that they were ready in.
Shock. Let me guess. Flawless.
And they're backstage wondering, yo, which one was ready last?
We know. We could do a poll. We all know who was ready first. Husam got here late, but he'll have a great excuse, and it's your fault, Matisse.
Oh, 100%. I can't wait to have the whistles. I've already got the cards ready. Do you know what I mean? Just like old times, it's all good to go. Mr. Sarcasm City TV. Mr. Take Note. Flawless in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, family. What's good, man? It's good to be back, man. I've missed this show. It's good to be back. This is like a reunion. Big up the chat, Matisse. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you, Daps. Always good to see you as well, man. And yeah, man, it's good to be back. Like, when
Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure
it's
good to, as Man United fan, is it good to be back?
It's good to be back. No. This is for me from a personal aspect for Battle.
Okay.
Be back. As a Manchester United fan, no, there's nothing good. No, you know what I'm saying? Apart from results, that's it. That is legit it. But yes, I've missed being here. That's what it is. This is like a reunion. That's what it is. Like the gang's getting back. The gang getting back together. You feel me in that? One more show. Yeah, man. So look for having me, Matisse. Appreciate it.
What's that? Before I introduce the last person to set up his OBS and whatnot, all his technical issues. What was that show? That was that film with Stickler. I can't remember the name of the film. The
Stifler.
American Pie.
That's it. Yeah, that's basically what this is.
The reunion.
It's a proper reunion.
This one time a band camp.
It is a reunion, man. Reunion.
But yeah, for all the people that are in the chat, listen. Yes, we heard your cries. We said I did say over the international break I was gonna get the show on, and we managed to get it on. So this is like a special episode for you guys as well that missed the show. And the last person to introduce, who was always going to be late. He's an absolute drama queen. He's an absolute princess. You have to send him the link on the Twitter, and he still doesn't get her on time because he's always running them spaces. Mystic Don Husam, you better be running them spaces. Brother in the building. Here he is. There he is.
Hi guys. This is an agenda against me. I was first one here. I was here before Matisse. This is
Yep,
fully
of
an
course you were.
agenda. And Matisse done this on purpose just so he can give you guys the real reunion vibe because I used to be late for all them shows. But I was here early. Yeah, big up. It feels like a reunion, definitely. It feels like a reunion. Big up the chat. Make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing. And fuck the winter. But yeah, we're here.
100%. I mean, it's so good to see, my brothers back on the screen again. There's so much to talk about. I can't remember the last time we actually spoke football and where we were all at. I mean, we've got Ten Hag on the top right. I don't know. I've seen a lot of shows. I've seen Ten Hag out show episode 4. It's like a trilogy. It's like Fast and Furious over there. I've seen
facts.
Shout
out to Rants.
I've seen Husam winding up Tottenham fans. I don't know where that beef even came from. I don't know why that started. It doesn't make any sense to me, but here it is.
Shout out Spurs.
My oil brother Daps, who's in a lot of trouble along with myself for charges and relegation rumors and points deductions and all of that good stuff. And actually, you guys play each other as well. At the Etihad, Man City versus Liverpool very soon. This weekend. So, I mean, do you know what? Where do you guys want to start? Big up everybody in the chat as well. I'll be reading out the chats as we go through.
This is like a feast for Husam because Husam is coming on literally like flawless. You have been so blessed this season not having to do Battle of the North. I'm not going to. Yeah.
No, don't do that because I see him every week on the Back Again podcast.
Oh, right, okay. You haven't been blessed. And all right, well, to be fair, you've kind of been blessed because, you didn't get to hear me go, but I will do it. Old Trafford is falling down. We told you Glazers were staying for 10 more years, and they are.
That shit is worse. You know what I'm saying? As bad as it is on here, like, it's worse than Back Again. Like, you and Matisse, in particular, Matisse are not too bad with the United shots.
I can imagine. Husam and Troops must be hell.
Yes. And then you add in Lewis as well. It's not, it's not nice.
It's not being easy. But to be fair, you're in form. You guys are actually winning games. Someone was telling 5 wins out of the last 6 or something. You guys
I'm tired of this shit, yo. I'm so tired. I understand it's true.
What urban myth is this, though? Cass keeps saying it. I don't know.
No, it's not a myth. Out of the last 5 games, we are the most informed team in the league. We've won 4 out of our last 5. But it just goes to show how terrible the league is in terms of quality. That's what I've been saying.
Is that like XG? Is it one of them stats?
No, actual points. Go check the table.
No, I'm saying is it as relevant as XG, basically?
Yeah, that's how I look at it. I'm just like, they don't mean nothing in regards to performances. Yes, we're getting results, but it's not sustainable whatsoever. Just watch us. So you have to do. Just watch us for.
We played you, bro. We've played you. Don't worry. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes.
That's just what it is. We just so bad.
Can't wait to play you, Flawless. Can't wait. December 17th.
You know what I'm saying?
I've actually memorized the date.
Man's got the whole date written down.
Look at this crowd.
Sam doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Flawless
he doesn't celebrate Christmas, but it's his present.
Now. He said he'd take a 2-0 loss right now.
Yes, right now I would take a 2-0 loss right now. 100%.
You don't even think you can squeeze a result?
All right, Matisse, let me put this into perspective.
Where is it?
It's at Anfield. You know what I'm saying?
What, and only 2-0? Are you having a laugh?
No. I said no. Hear what he said. I said I would take a 2-0 loss. I didn't say that's what's going to happen. I said I will take it. Think about it. Manchester United are worse now than it was the last time we went there last season. Yeah. Liverpool are much better now than when we went there last season. And look what happened. So look what could happen this year. I do fear the worst. But that's not just Liverpool, that's everybody. I fear the worst playing everybody. Because I know we can get packed in at any given moment. Any given moment. Trust me. Well, hey, we don't have to start talking about United. What the fuck is
this? That's a wonderful place to start because I want to know what your stance is on the management.
Look at this. Look.
We've missed it. We've had so much. You know what? We haven't spoke about Sancho. We haven't spoke about is it Galatasaray never winning in England and coming and winning?
Yeah.
How many games have you lost this season?
The Copenhagen one was special. That was another level of fuckery because I didn't even do the watch along for that. I thought you were going to win that. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just leave
it. We know we gonna win that.
Wow.
Any adversity, we fold. As soon as it went to 10 men, I said it on my watch along. It's still there now. As soon as it went to 10 men, I said, yo, just stay in the game before halftime. Like stay with the lead, and we couldn't even do that. Any adversity, anytime we're on the boat and it's like rocky waters, this team folds. All season long, this has happened. As soon as we face any adversity and there's a little pushback and something doesn't go our way, whether it's a decision, whether it's a goal, whatever, red card, whatever the case may be, we fold. So yeah, with Ten Hag, it's like I want everybody gone. I've been saying this. Like,
You
like,
sack
Ten Hag
the
out.
manager today.
I would sack him and everybody. I'm
Oh.
sacking everybody. Everybody gotta go. Players, manager, coaching staff, recruitment, medical team, everybody.
Janitor,
Owners, everybody.
groundsman.
Only don't ground. The only people I'm
I've even
keeping-
heard that you man have been having the fans have been having protests about the fans.
I don't know. This is news to me.
But I saw that the other day. Some protests were, some
we
fans were protesting about other fans. It's like fucking hell, what's going on at this gap?
People always don't do that. Only people I'm keeping receptionists, kitman, canteen stuff. That's it. Everybody else can go.
Well, Fred
Hey,
Red.
to be fair, did Ronaldo not slag off the canteen actually? So you might
Yeah,
have to
that's
sack
out
him
of
too.
order, man. No. That's out of order. You know what I'm saying? That's not on them. The food they serve is not on them. That's out of
How
order.
you know
No,
that?
well,
Ronaldo
hold on,
said
to
the
be fair,
sandwiches are fit. We have to
well,
listen to Ronaldo.
Hassan-
Ronaldo knows
No.
the
I don't
We've
have
got-
to listen to Ronaldo.
football.
No,
and-
I don't.
Come on, man.
Hassan's right. Hassan, we have to listen
Have you
to
ever eaten
Ronaldo.
in the player
because-
cafeteria?
Wait.
How are you just gonna sit up here and say the food's great? You don't know that.
I never
Well,
said the food
Sam-
was great. Again, I love this. I never said the food was great.
But
Nah,
one
the words
person-
never left my mouth.
Flawless.
did say
One
that.
person
I
that,
did say
that
that.
doesn't know if the
Oh,
food's
look
good
at
or bad
Sancho.
is Sancho because he's not
Yeah,
even
that's
allowed to
true.
eat at the canteen. So
Yeah,
No,
and
he
that's
is.
the whole-
They give him the food in a box. They give him
oh
the
yeah,
food in
yeah,
a box.
true. He's not allowed on the wing.
In a
You're right.
lunchbox.
Yeah, and that's a
Give
whole
him
nonsense as
lunchbox.
well. It's us just dealing with that. It's like Sancho don't want to be there. We don't want Sancho around. Figure that out. Like it's easy. Just say he's got COVID. You know what I'm saying? And that, and just keep it stepping.
Man said
But again,
COVID
it
in
is what it is.
2023.
You know what I'm saying? We could lie.
I saw on Twitter today somebody actually testing to see if they got COVID with one of them little meters.
Yeah, I've
sticks
heard
shit.
of that once or
Bro,
twice. It's mad.
No, ain't nobody doing that still. Do you know what I mean?
but
It's
the thing is,
nearly in
what I'm saying is,
2024.
I said COVID in quotes because
But you
it's
know
like,
why you
figure
can't
it
do
out.
that? Because he already exposed Sancho's training ethics, a work ethic, and lack of. So he can't go back
No,
now and
this is
say
my-
he's got a
saying
cold
before
or he's
that, I
injured.
think,
It's
right?
too
Yeah,
late.
yeah, I'm saying before that, the whole thing with
Okay.
him in regards to him not being allowed at that's what I don't understand is a lot of people with the whole Sancho thing without going like all into the whole thing that happened. Each party's happy with the solution, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying, I think Ten Hag's happy with Sancho not being around. I think Sancho's happy not being there. So why not just figure something out and say so he doesn't have to go to the canteen? But this is Manchester United. We always got to do things like put our business on Front Street rather than just do it quietly. Yeah, man, we got to be dramatic all the time. We got to do the soap thing. Like it always has to be on Front Street. We always got to be arguing in the street to everyone to hear our business rather than just deal with it quietly. That's just typical Manchester United. Because I think, like I said, both parties are happy with the solution and the resolution that's happened. I just think people don't like the resolution number 1 and 2, how it happened. Like that's what it is. But yeah, in regards to your question, everybody gotta go, man. I'm tired of everyone. Everyone's got to do.
So there is no like argument for.
I've had
you got a
enough
lot.
Robbie blood.
Don't fucking do that again.
Get him out, fam. Get him out.
You know what's
Get him out of
crazy?
the club,
For
fam.
those that don't know, this guy has been like the past few days just talking patois in the group chat. You know what I'm saying?
No.
This guy just blame troops. Troops, this is on you.
I
Just
I
clarify.
said it. I said it months ago. It's Troops' fault, and I should have
Yeah,
said
it's
it to him
Troops'
when I
fault.
seen him because I seen Troops like last month when we played Arsenal or the month before. I can't remember how long ago it was.
It's his fault.
And I should have said it to him. I said, "You're the reason that Husam is talking like my granddad, bro, from Kingston. Do you know what I mean? This is
From
your fault.
Kingsley.
Why have you done this?
No, from
That's
Kingston.
Actually
From Kingston. No,
Kingston.
Kingston.
No, my
Kingston.
granddad from Kingston.
Kingston, Jamaica,
got-
stand up and rise. You understand? Big up.
Oh,
Every time you say that, Matisse, I'm gonna say it more just to piss you off. If you just let it be a flyby comment and just let the comments laugh, and we can move on. We can move on. Big up, Grandpa, though.
Oh, that's mad. So there's no argument. Does anybody here think Ten Hag needs more time? Like, is there any argument to say he's got a lot of injuries and you just ride the
Again,
wave?
let's kill this dead. No. Let's kill this dead before them to answer because people have tried to use that, and I've had that conversation
Lol,
with
had
other
enough,
content
he
creators.
actually had enough.
Yeah, I've had people have said that to me,
He
and I
hates
go,
this reunion already. He gave it up.
yeah, facts. Who are the players that are coming back that turns this around? From a defensive standpoint, I hear it. Martinez coming back, Casemiro coming back. They can add to us from a defensive standpoint, even though our defense has been horrific. Manchester United's biggest problem this season has been creating chances, scoring and scoring goals, which I said last season was a problem. So when people say, "Oh, your forward line our forward line has been a problem ever since Ten Hag has been here. It's just that Rashford last season was in the form of his life, poor numbers, etc. We've scored 13 league goals in 12 games. Who is coming back from injury to change that? There's no one. There's no attacking players that are currently injured, and I look at 2 or 3 of them and go, if such and such comes back, it'll help. There's no Martinez or Casemiro from an offensive standpoint, even though to an extent, Casemiro does help going in regards to going forward, but he's not switching that around. We don't create, we don't score. It's the same as last season. It's just the only difference is there's no Rashford GNA now.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'll just say this about Ten Hag. I think it's a complex matter. I really don't think it's just simply sacking the manager. I think he's been done dirty to an extent, and he's done himself dirty as well. I think, first of all, we all need to stop acting like Sancho's like some sort of difference maker, because he's not that guy. Like, respectfully, he's not like he was going to come in and have 30 GA or some shit. Like, that's not Sancho, to be honest with you. I think the whole Sancho situation started from pre-season, in my opinion. The fact that he played in false 9 and stuff. And I remember they started... No, I am right. I was actually going to say, correct me, Flawless. Højlund wasn't there yet, and he was injured at the start. Yeah. And he didn't continue with Sancho false 9. So I understand why from the player's perspective. But, you know, at the end of the day, maybe Ten Hag is right. Maybe Sancho really doesn't deliver in training. But me and Flawless have completely agreed on his... this whole thing about like the press conference. We agree completely. You shouldn't have done that. Like, just say he's sick, he's injured, whatever the fuck. Just make up some usual. Just all the managers make some bullshit excuse. Just make up an excuse. And for me, with Ten Hag, some decisions he needs to be held accountable for, aka Mount, Højlund, Amrabat, Onana, the good and the bad. Like, if it goes good, credit him. If it goes bad, it's against him, because Man United fans have been asking for a manager to have power. And he has gotten the ultimate power at the end of the day. Like, he has, from post-Ferguson, Ten Hag has had the most power out of any managers in terms of transfers. This is one thing that even like Man United fans will tell you. Even Mourinho didn't get all the players he wanted, even Van Gaal, Moyes, whoever. He's the one guy who just literally got any players he wants. When you look at the structure of Manchester United, I think the structure is so fucked up that unless a manager in the ilk of Pep or Klopp comes in and like literally gets people fired and hires actual like people on like in the structure, I'm saying in the offices, I'm saying people that all 3 of us, 4 of us don't even know their names, who are just involved clearly in making wrong decisions. Because make no mistake, when it comes to Klopp, he doesn't make all the transfer decisions. Neither does Pep. You need people's help. This is the reality. Guardiola's not up at 3 a.m. watching River Plate to scout Alvarez. There are City scouts watching Alvarez, and they come back and they're like, yo, Pep, there's a player we're watching in Argentina. These are his skill sets. This is what he does well. This is what he doesn't do well, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, okay, go get me a said player. The problem is Ten Hag had too much power now, and he needs people's help. That's why it worked for him at Ajax. Ajax is as a set structure as it could be. Just set structure, people making transfer decisions, scouts, getting in young talent, etc. So yeah, I think it's not just a matter of like, if you sack Ten Hag, let's assume what's the the sexiest name on the market right now, De Zerbi. De Zerbi, right? And 2 years from now, Flawless gonna be sat here again. Oh, De Zerbi, he's had to like do this and do that, and it's time to get the manager out because he's not getting the best other. It's the same cycle, because we've seen it with Mourinho, with Van Gaal, with Moyes, with every single manager. We've actually seen this whole cycle. So yeah, that's
what I would say to that in regards to like what you're talking about is going and reaching like the top of the top, like in regards to hierarchy structure. My biggest criticism, because people are like, oh, you want like champagne football. No, I'm saying do the basics. That's on Ten Hag.
Actually, Flawless didn't want champagne football. He would have taken last year's football again.
Yes, you know why? Because it was effective and you was getting the most out of what you had, and you should have kicked on from that. It worked. Why did you move away from something that worked and there's no other plan? We do not have a style currently. There is no idea, which then doesn't help in regards to recruitment. I'm not talking about going to win a Premier League or Champions League. That was never the aim this season, in my opinion. It was to kick on from what we did. And in particular, when you look at the state of the Premier League, if we were a competent side, where could we be right now? Not saying we win the league, people. I'm just saying I think we're 6 points off top. Bear in mind, we've lost to Crystal Palace at home. We lost to Brighton at home. Let's say we win those 2 games, which I don't think is out of the realms of necessity. We could be top of the league or joint top. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. That's not me being unreasonable. Saying Manchester United can beat Crystal Palace at home and beat a Brighton B team at home. So therefore, we could be joint top of the league right now. if we were just competent. I'm asking for the basics. Like, I'm not asking for Ten Hag to do anything exceptional. And he did the basics plus more last season with less. You had less talent and less of your players, and you did a better job. So how with more talent, because the squad on paper is better than the team last season. This squad is much better on paper, I'm talking about. But yet you are performing not just worse, way worse. It's not a little minor drop-off. It's not like we've gone from an 8 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10. I hold my hands up and go, all right. We've gone from a 7, 8 out of 10 to not even scoring on the chart no more. We don't register on the chart. And I don't let results fool me because I look at the performances. That's also on the players as well. But that's why I don't talk about the hierarchy and the board and etc. For doing it. Being a functional, organized unit is on the manager and the players. You can take 11 of the worst players in the world and be organized. We're not even organized. What is going on?
Matisse, remember the 40-minute argument that we had about style of play? Remember that on the Battle of the North episode this season? I was proven right. This is the point I was trying to make to Flawless. I was just like, the thing is, if you want to go defensive, just do the defensive thing, brother. Like, listen, already people calling you boring, whatever. Just do it and get results and no one's going to say anything. But what you don't do is have a whole defensive style last season and then start this season trying to play completely differently, because essentially what has happened is last season is now pointless in terms of like
did he try to play? He didn't try to play good football this season. From the get-go, Man United were playing poorly.
There was no, again, that's a myth. That's why
I think he tried to play good
football. In regards to the style, my whole point with that was continue with what you did. He didn't do that. That's what
against
Wolves.
You should have dropped points.
Yeah, we should have dropped points. I said continue. He moved away from that. I'm not fixated on style, because you know who had a great style at Manchester United? Van Gaal. His style was phenomenal. But guess what? The point I was making to Husam and others is people don't care about style when you are not getting results. Van Gaal's style was immense in terms of you could see it on the pitch. You could see what's going on. We went to Anfield and bopped Liverpool off the park. Never seen that in my entire life when we won 2-0, when Matt scored. I'm saying when Matt, I think he scored a brace. I think it was the bicycle kick. I've never seen that ever. But people are not going to allow results for a style of play. What he should have, winning is the most important thing. Let's cut the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just legit what it is. And my whole thing in that debate was, I don't care what your style is. Is your style getting results? Is it getting effective performances? Last season, yes, it was. The results speak for themselves on what he did. He exceeded all of my expectations with what is bang average squad. And then you got more. So I said, okay, carry on with that. And then you progress that. And you become a little bit more offensive, because at times last season, we did that. One of the goals we scored against Arsenal, I've never seen that all season again. I think it was like 20 plus passes or something like that, where we put together a great move, one of them goals. And there was other times we did that. He utilized what he had. I understand you don't have the best in class. Cool. But the biggest red flag, like I said, was Mount. From when he signed, we was interested in Mount. I was like, yeah, something's off. That I still stand by that.
Was I trying to sell you that, or was I selling Saeed? I can't remember.
Yeah, you selling Saeed. I ain't buying that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? What I look like about, Mount this. Man's don't even get me started on him. But yeah, now you don't even play. Man, holding bench for Hannibal. And
there was an Arsenal fan on the stream. The Havertz Mount conversation. Hey, Chelsea fans were right. Chelsea fans were right.
He was right.
Did you upgrade your camera, Husam? Because you're getting praise.
Upgrade my camera? No, I did not upgrade my camera. It's just the winter, so all the windows are closed, and even the protection is closed as well.
I see what he means, actually. I do see what he means by
that. It's literally just light in my face and the camera. That's basically it.
Fair.
So, it's too cold, man.
How
are you wearing half sleeve, Matisse? Are you not wearing a full sleeve shirt, right?
No, yeah, it was just arms are up, bruv. It's
not
cold.
In the house, you put the heating on.
Nice. Well, maybe the heating is on. I didn't put it on, but maybe it is on. But do you know what? Yeah, over the summer, the narrative was very funny, because it was like, from the media, it was like, oh, look at all these key players going to rivals. Mount's going, Covers going, Havertz is going. How could you, Kante left?
He's never going to let this go.
Brother, because do you know what it is? Because none of these guys have really elevated any of the teams they've gone to.
Because they didn't elevate Chelsea.
Do you know what? Yeah. The cover one, I'd actually say on the cover one, because Cover came to City and started the season well, right? When he was playing alongside Rodri. And then he had a bad game against Arsenal, really bad game against Arsenal. And then since then, Stones has been back, to be fair. So
yeah,
And this is the thing against Liverpool. I would probably hope to see cover next to Rodri, because our last game before, who did we play? Oh, we played you lot. And I think we lacked that control, that having cover next to. Basically, Rodri needs a Stones or a Kovacic next to him. Yeah. And against you, we didn't have that. And I think that was a difference. But Kovacic hasn't took us to different levels. I'm sure you want to talk about Cold Palmer. Palmer.
We will
Cole
definitely.
Palmer.
I saw the clip. I saw the clip.
Palmer.
You were like, he's not gonna have
Bro, I
any...
said he's not going to score the winner, and he didn't. He scored the equaliser.
Nah, you're shameless. You said there would be no dagger.
I am shameless. Yeah, there was no dagger, because a dagger would have been no points.
You drop points. That was
Listen. Let me just say on Cole Palmer real quick. Yeah, real quick. I didn't want him to go. I'm a big Cole Palmer fan. Since he's come to you, he's actually impressed me even more than he did at City, because he's playing more in a sense. Although he's starting on the right, he's playing very central, dropping deep, picking up the ball.
Did you guys know he was capable of this? Because when I was asking City fans, I said, you know what? We played you 4 times last year. We lost all 4.
Yeah.
I saw him out on the left wing. I saw him on the right wing.
Never. Cole Palmer on the left is pointless. Right?
Yeah, I saw him on the right wing.
Central,
Super
all day long. And on the
Super Cup
right,
and Community Shield. And I was like, okay, maybe he's just a winger. And some people are like, he can't play in the 10. So is he showing you more than what
he's
you
showing
guys
me more?
even saw?
The way how deep he drops, how he's controlling the ball, his decision making, he's looked really, really good. Now, the only thing I will say is the people that I've seen talk of the Premier League will never see a 21-year-old with this guy's skill again.
Who said that?
Right?
Who said
that?
that?
A Chelsea content creator. I'll find his name afterwards.
I apologize.
Right.
They starving though. You gotta understand, man. Brothers is starving.
And it just confirms to me how Jorginho got in that Ballon d'Or conversation.
I swear Ronaldo played.
Your fan base does, bro. Like, yeah, real talk. But no, he's been good for you, man. Him and Gallagher have been your best players this season, I think. And that's mad. I think it's mad that you spent all this money, but then going forward, your expectations are on fucking Gallagher and Cole Palmer that cost you a combined total of 45 mil.
Well, I don't mind having I don't mind giving the keys to Cole because he's cold. Let's just keep it a buck. You look at Havertz, you look at Anthony, you look at like players in these positions.
Yeah.
And I'm just laughing. I'm like, rah, we've actually got someone that's actually talented. Like he's technically gifted.
Must be nice, man. Must be nice.
He's not a fidget spinner or a twirler. He's not doing left back shifts for Germany. You know what I'm saying?
My daughter's just asked for a fidget spinner advent calendar, and I was thinking that's not going to be 25 Anthony's that I'll take. For me, it's just looking at that player and thinking,
that joke.
That's
it was a dad. It was a dad joke.
Yeah, he's a dad though, so it makes sense.
Husam, you couldn't just laugh at the dad joke and just let it slide. You had to
was a dad joke. I've got plenty more.
Wow.
I'm
not even saying it negatively. I'm saying I love that for you. Look at this Matisse guy. You know, Matisse, you're the worst instigator because you always try to instigate Matisse. His daughter came in and it was funny because he is actually a dad. Flawless just said it, so it's different. He can.
What do you call a woman with a fry up on her head?
Oh no, I shouldn't have encouraged.
Calf.
This guy, that's a proper dad joke. This guy, yo, that's a proper dad
woman
joke,
with a fry up on her head. Calf?
Yeah, a fry up is like something you
breakfast,
get in a calf.
Cooking breakfast, yeah.
And
so
calf
calf
is
in the name, and then calf where you go get food. A cafe, calf.
What do you call a man on the edge of a cliff? Oh no, I've just told that wrong. Let's move on. But all right, I'm still reflecting being a dad. Never mind.
Man didn't even get that. Didn't get the delivery correct.
No, delivery as bad as Anthony's.
Man's just been asked put the cross in the box. It doesn't even have to be accurate, and you didn't even put it in the box.
No, I scored without putting it in the box. I just gave the punchline. Anyway, yeah. No, we do thank you for him. Do you have any regrets? Because you brought him. I wanted him to stay. I wanted him to stay.
But Matisse Nunes, I'm not seeing this brother that often.
For me at the moment, I'll be honest. We know how old's cover 30, right?
Yeah.
So we know he's with Nunes. You know what? He started off well. His first game for us, I thought he was really, really good. The way he got down the right hand side, didn't even look up, put the ball in the box, Haaland goal. For me at the moment, Nunes, from what I've seen of him, he's trying too much when he's playing, trying to do that little bit too much. And with Kovacic, someone pointed out something that might be quite true, that the first couple of weeks, Kovacic looked really, really good. because he was just doing the basics. Like he came in, looked at Pep, knew what he wanted, just do the basics, look good. But then it's like Pep said, right, you got the basics. Now I want you to, and listen, one thing, you lot are right. The goal scoring doesn't happen from this man. Like goal,
I told you.
In front of goal, he is bad.
I said it to you. He was like, like Pep can mold him. I said, brother, he's 30. He's not being molded into nothing. What do you think?
I think, and that's the thing with him. It has to be. You know what? He can probably do the basics. Pep wants him to do better than Calvin Phillips. Yeah. So do the basics. 100%. Yeah.
Much better footballer than Calvin Phillips.
As for with Nunes, I think he needs to maybe. I feel like with him, he just needs to be told, calm down. Yeah. Don't try and impress so much. We get it. First season. Just do the basics. Don't try and do too much. I think he will be a good player. For me, obviously, who else did we both bought to? Doku's really impressed me, not just with his ability at taking on players, but it's the other things that his decision making is pretty good as to when to actually go, now I'm not going to take a player on, I'm going to slow the game down and do more the Jack Grealish thing. And Pep's come out and said he's shocked at his age how quickly he's listening and absorbing things and going on. And the other one, I think Vardy's going a bit below the radar as left back. He's been really, really good. Again, people will have seen the Chelsea game, against Chelsea. That was his worst. It was the worst game he's had for us. But apart from that, he's been good. But I don't know. For us, it's just been a mad season, isn't it? Like every time there's an international break, we go into it performing badly against you and Arsenal. But apart from that, we're doing all right. We're doing all right when
Yo, Matisse, let me out. Oh, sorry, go on, Daps. Go on, carry on.
No, we'll move on to what I was going to say. I'm sure someone will bring it up sooner or later. So,
of course.
I'm not even going to talk about the points deduction. I wanted to know Matisse's thoughts on like Chelsea and like what's going on, like his thoughts on points.
Yeah, let's talk about Chelsea.
Because you lot have actually like against the better teams performed well. Liverpool, you performed well. I'm saying Arsenal, you performed well also. City, you performed well also. But like then against the smaller clubs is where you struggle. So where do you stand? Because it's a mixed bag with you lot. I look at the team, I look at the manager and think, you lot should be doing better. And your temp, because he knows it's genuine. I genuinely, I'm not doing it like
no. 1 second, I'm not even saying this against you. See this Matisse guy.
Oh, are you saying?
No, I know why it is, Sam. You know why it is.
You got flawless to the question that is praising Chelsea. He wants to answer. When I used to ask him when they were class, he's like,
you all right again.
Are you aware of UK geography? London isn't in the north.
Hold on. The only reason why I'm not stopping the Chelsea question is because we're not doing it every week. So if I stop the Chelsea question, it's not fair. It's not fair if I don't allow that. Do you know what I mean? And especially we just played City as well. That was the last game.
Convenient. You're higher than 12th, so you're willing to talk about Chelsea.
No, it's nothing to do with that. We're not in a good position in the table.
Yeah, I just want to ask you on that because it seems like look at the manager, look at your players, look at the performances, and I go, certain off. I can't gauge Chelsea. Like I really don't know.
Bro, to be honest, it's not easy to gauge because I said it on DR. I don't actually want to get ahead of myself because it's 2 steps forward and then they'll go and give you a shock result against the team that they should beat and lose. And you're like, what the fuck? And then you're back to square one. So you have to take it very gradually with Chelsea. Like against the big teams, like you said, every single time we played against a top team this season, we performed. We've either been slightly better and maybe could have won, or we've been at least equal to, right? That City game was a Premier League classic. That's the kind of game that Liverpool and City fans will say, no, you were the best. No, you were the best. No, you have the best right back. No,
you're so obsessed with
that's what they do. That's what you do, right?
You mentioned it more than even we do, by the way.
Yeah, but no, it's true, right? That's the type of game where your fan bases will go, oh my God, Trent. Oh my God, Cancelo. Oh my God, this was a Premier League classic.
And you lot are just butthurt that you're not in them conversations no more.
No, bro, I am not here to be in those conversations with you guys and to be like, oh my God. No. If let me tell you something, if we were going for titles with you, it would be like a rivalry, a real one, not kisses and hugs and handshakes. It would actually be a real rivalry, not what Liverpool are doing.
I've been having
when we come
Matisse, the problem with you, let me just deal with this right here. Let me cut this bullshit right here. Matisse, you know the problem with you don't appreciate the sport. This is the problem.
I do appreciate the sport.
You need to let me speak because you're cussing 2 clubs right now. No one can deny, in terms of points tallies and absolute domination, there was no better title race. City, Liverpool, 18-19. When you have both clubs on 95 plus points, essentially dominating everyone else week in, week out. This right there is what made that title race special, because we kept winning and they kept winning. It's not like, oh, Liverpool bottled it like Arsenal did last season, or City bottled it. No, we kept fighting till the end, and City were better than us by 1 point, and they won the league. So in terms of points tallies and everything, they were better. Now, I don't think Liverpool fans glaze over City or City fans glaze over Liverpool. I don't think there's any glazing involved. I just think in terms of title race in the last 10 years, or even let's say maybe last 15, even like modern era, maybe since Arsenal, Man United, we really haven't seen a title race this intense, and it's the reality. And the reason why Man City fans, let me just say, the reason why Man City fans also will put extra respect on a Liverpool over an Arsenal or a Man United or a Chelsea is because they've seen the best of Liverpool and they are capable of winning the league. This is the thing as well. So like we're capable of winning the league because we can win 18 in a row.
And the thing is, what I would say is that's the football side of it. And it sounds right that from a football point of view, it's that this narrative that City and Liverpool fans don't have a rivalry. Yeah. There's a reason this game is on at 12:30, right? And the reason is that Manchester police know that every time Manchester City and Liverpool play one another, there is a lot of trouble. So this, as off, like from a fan point of view as well, and I'm not celebrating it or anything, but I'm saying this. Look, Liverpool smashed our team's coach to pieces, yeah. And people go, "Oh, their rivalry is all friendly." That's not friendly. That's not, that is not friendly, bro.
That's not friendly. But what it is, as you mentioned there in regards to the that's just Manchester Liverpool. That's just a City rivalry.
A million percent agree, bro.
That's why they would never put. Yeah, they wouldn't put City Everton at a regular time, or
sorry, they wouldn't put 30 seconds.
Yeah. Or they
Are you saying Salford would do the same thing?
Liverpool,
like, it is. It's Manchester. It is. It's a canal. It's back from canal days.
Yeah. For like this, the Manchester, like the actual city itself of Manchester and the city of Liverpool. This rivalry like goes beyond football. It started outside of football and then it continued.
Even I know that, Matisse. Like, I'm not even the UK based.
The point I'm making is in regards to Sam's right to an extent when he talks about the rivalry. I mean, the title.
Just because your rivals are QPR and Fulham. Get a grip, Matisse. We have real rivals over here.
But what you're saying, Husam, to an extent, I do agree with in regards to the footballing perspective of it. Two top teams. Yeah. I say all the time. There was a game at the Etihad, City Liverpool played one of the most, the one where Stones cleared it off the line. I think City won 2-1. That game, exceptional game. But when we talking rivalries, there's just the talent's there, but the bite is not there, and not even so much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The bite isn't there.
Don't you think that's more modern football than us two teams?
That's the problem because
probably. You know what? Fair enough. Probably.
But now even if a player complains, he gets a yellow card. Are you mad? Like, what are you doing?
On my side, right, the one fixture that hasn't suffered due to modern football and England team and friendship is Chelsea-Tottenham. Every time we buck them, it is a problem. It doesn't matter if they're friends, if they've got each other on WhatsApp.
Why didn't you say Liverpool United?
No, I'm talking about from my team. I'm talking about my team. I'm not talking about.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I'm just saying every time we play, like Chelsea, Arsenal, you could actually make that case where it's not as fierce as it actually needs to be. But when it comes to Tottenham, whenever we play them, it is a problem. Like it is a scuffle, and I love that. That game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium a couple of weeks ago, that gave me life. That gave me life. We should have battered them 8-9-1. I was still actually critiquing my team as you kind of do when you watch a high line on the halfway and you know
9 men
offside 9 men and these men are struggling to time runs and weight passes, but the tenacity, the 2-footed tackles, I loved it. I fucking loved it. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's what is lacking when we talk about Liverpool City. Not from a quality perspective and a talent perspective, it's there. You got Pep, you got Klopp, you got world-class players on either side. You have super entertaining title race. But when we're talking about that grit, like someone got to swing on someone in the tunnel. That's what it is. We need that. Like there needs to be just something extra just to spark it. There doesn't seem that disdain and dislike. And obviously it is more modern day football, but like Matisse said, Spurs, Chelsea don't suffer from that. United, Liverpool don't suffer from that. That's all it is in regards to it. I say, man, someone got to punch someone up in the tunnel or something. Do something.
Historically flawless. Like you already know that clubs you hate, you know? You hate Liverpool, you hate Arsenal, you hate City. It's set in stone.
But I flipped that because before United and Chelsea was going back and forth during that period, there was nothing there, and that was there. That bite was there between United and Chelsea. If you go,
do you know what? Do you know what I think? City Extras left this comment, or why do you got to be killing man to have a rivalry? Do you know what I think the issue might be? Is you guys have been so dominant, you haven't had a moment recently where another club has fucked you over to the level of hatred where you're just like, yo, next time you're just dominating too much. You're winning too much. Like, when was the last time someone like actually royally fucked you over out of a trophy?
Well, can I debunk this?
Because we had it with Luis Garcia with Liverpool. That was our era of like, okay, now
Matisse,
Liverpool.
Man United won like.
Why are you including Liverpool in this? Why are you including Liverpool?
Man United,
No, I'm just
let me just say one thing. Late
Yeah,
90s, early 2000s, Man United won like 6 league titles and 8. No one says like, why is it always modern era? We've got to act like this nostalgia stuff is killing the football.
Yeah, it is.
Sport. Every time it's nostalgia, it's just jarring. Man United beat the shit out of Arsenal. 90% of the time they beat the shit out of Arsenal.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in 8 years, they won 6 league titles.
Yeah.
Now what? Like,
But
so it just makes no
sense.
sense.
Though,
like this
no,
whole
but
thing.
again,
Arsenal never retained it. Never
Football
retained
back
it.
in the day
They didn't
allowed Vieira and Keane to have intense battles and kick each other and shit. Now, if one of those
kicks the ball away, kicks the ball away, you're in trouble.
Jose Reyes. If one of the kicks from Neville to Reyes happened modern day football, VAR, red card directly.
Yeah.
So what can we do? Like,
no,
what
but
do you
it's not
want me to
about
do?
that. But it's still the disdain there because we're talking about like off the field and stuff like that. That's why I mentioned to answer City Extra's question where he says, "Why have man got to be killing man to make a rivalry?" No, it's not about killing man to make the rivalry. We're talking from the intensity of the rivalry and also just from an entertainment perspective. Manchester United, Arsenal. The reason why people still go on about it because it's not even game wise. We're talking about stuff off the pitch. That man was legit fighting in tunnels even before that. Like, people don't know that.
You're meaning the players.
Yeah,
But for me, Flawless, for me, this is a great example of, again, look, let's be clear. I know my club, right? And I know that Manchester United, Liverpool and Arsenal currently are bigger clubs, yeah? And when I say bigger, for anyone watching this, bigger and successful in the modern era, different things, right?
Things, 100%.
You're talking about stature, yeah.
Yeah, right. And let's be clear, all of this is because it doesn't suit the narrative of the bigger clubs. The bigger clubs want to say, oh, you know, our rivalry was the best one. Arsenal and Man United went at it for 8 years. That was it, yeah? 8 years, yeah? And of that, Man United were doing bits, I'm pretty certain, in Europe during that period, were retaining leagues. Arsenal won 3 leagues, never retained, never did anything in Europe. This rivalry of how big and great it was is because it was two gigantic clubs going at it, and the media were lapping it up, and Sky Sports were lapping it up and pushing it out there. Now, if we're talking about doing things, bro, Bernardo Silva bopping off from a guard of honour, going, "No, cheers, I'm all right with that, thanks." Liverpool's fans smashing up, but exactly. But all these things, they don't get agendas. Do not get pushed because it's not Manchester United and it is not Arsenal. So, you know,
if Bernardo Silva didn't stop Liverpool 20 years ago, they'd be replaying it on Sky Sports.
No. Let's not do that. Let's not clap because the United Arsenal. Let's not do it a disservice because let's do the history lesson. United Arsenal kick people to get red cards. No, it's not because United and Arsenal's been going. No, because United and Arsenal's been going on longer than 8 years. But again, people before okay, our kill this dead because before Manchester United and Arsenal was going at it for league titles, there was a rivalry. I think it's still on YouTube.
No, it wasn't as big, bro.
No, it wasn't as big because no, it wasn't as big because social media wasn't around. There was a 22-man. There was a 22-man bus stop literally before my time. I'm talking late 80s, early 90s.
So it's fine. Francis Lee and that Leeds Don had a punch up on the pitch, right? But
how long ago
it doesn't mean. But does it about 40 years ago, 30 years ago?
We're talking 40 years ago. I'm debunking. I'm debunking the point that you said it was 8 years. United Arsenal rivalry was going on before the title. Before United and Arsenal was competing for league titles.
They've always been too big.
Of course it wasn't. Of course it wasn't to the stature it was because there was no league title involved. If you have 2 rivals and then you throw a league title in the mix, of course it's going to excite it. Look at Tottenham, Chelsea, for example. If you can even go with the rivalry, it's going to be. What we're talking about.
Thing. When Liverpool and City were going at it for the league, you got to remember we also had to play each other in the Champions League, and Liverpool knocked us out the Champions League. Yeah, the rivalry between City and Liverpool.
Don't get mistaken, it's there, but we're talking again. I'm not disputing the fact that there's a rivalry. Don't mistake what I'm trying to say. I'm talking from an entertainment standpoint in regards to away from the football.
But modern football doesn't allow the entertainment.
No, it does. No. Of course it does. The characters are just not there because Tottenham, Chelsea still show that. Tottenham Chelsea is still on a knife edge. What are we talking about here? They just don't have the character.
What do you mean Tottenham Chelsea show that?
Tottenham Chelsea still have that in regards to a rivalry. That
Did you not see? Did you not see man 2 legs going straight into my brother's
Tottenham is
kneecap, bro?
It don't have to be red cards. It don't have to be red cards. You don't. No. Don't again. You mistaken what I'm saying. No. That's not my logic because you don't understand my logic. So don't say that. No. But you don't understand my logic. So don't say that. No. It's not red cards. It's not a red card thing. I'm talking about the fierceness of the game and entertainment.
Is the Liverpool Everton derby then really entertaining? Because it gets on the pitch and people.
I enjoy when it's at Goodison. Yeah, I enjoy it when it's at Goodison. Yeah,
they
don't give a fuck at your place. No. It's not a pick and choose thing. I don't think. I'm not pick and choose. I don't think Everton go for it at Anfield. I think they go for it at Goodison. So that's why when I see that on the calendar, I know the place is going to be rocking and I know there's potential. Why are we acting like we don't like things on a knife edge? What we talking about?
I do. I even like
because a lot of people who talk about it, the thing is,
all I'm saying is in 2023, in this current modern football, it's not even a characters thing. Like I'm sure players that we have on both our clubs have probably fought in their life or grew up punching people or something. I don't know. Like it's not like they all grew up in nice families and nice houses, whining and dining.
Like
I'm sure they're nice guys, man.
Kai Havertz is not in this mix.
Hear me out.
Yo, Van Dijk wears perfume, man. They're nice dons. I'm saying they're nice dons. Go on, carry on.
Van Dijk smells lovely, apparently as well.
Yeah, that's what Troy Deeney said.
2023 does not allow you to have a tunnel fight because you will get suspended for 2-3 games. It does not allow you to kick people. It does not allow you to harshly foul people. Modern football now has people coming on here and saying that the Curtis Jones red card against Spurs is a red card because the follow through hit Bisuma's leg even though he won the ball. You see, this is
the manager can't even talk too much or he'll get in trouble. Yeah. Even the manager says something, he'll get in trouble. Bro, if someone kicks the ball away too heavily.
I killed this dead. You think when United and Arsenal was going through, there wasn't bans? What are we talking about? There was bans. The punishments was just as harsh.
Like
what do you mean it's not? Wait. Hold up. It's not like now. Okay, so what happened in that rivalry that somebody didn't get banned for? That was seen on camera.
Let's be real. Let's think about it. The bans that they were getting for were for doing serious things. And you know what? It doesn't even need to get to that, and they're getting a ban. Right?
Yeah.
You can't. Do
you know what I saw?
There'd be a massive investigation. It would be going up like, bro, that can't happen now. It just wouldn't.
Even so, let me take this as an example. Pochettino, right after the Tottenham game, was going towards the referee. Before he even got to the referee, he got booked. He got booked, and he had to turn around and walk away. Ferguson used to put his airwaves in his mouth, start chomping, and head straight for the ref. And he was allowed to bark, to shout, to let saliva come out of his mouth, all sorts of madness.
Whiskey breath all over the referee. Whiskey breath all over the guy.
You know what the crazy part about is, Matisse?
He was the bulldog that needed to be banned first.
He was mad. Yeah. You know what the crazy part is about? You know what the crazy part is about Matisse? I think if he was still managing now, he'd still be doing the same thing. This is why I'm not hearing this.
He wouldn't get away with it.
No,
he
wouldn't
get away with it. No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't get away with it. He'd take the bans. What we do?
Every game.
Yo, you think he didn't get? It happened. Yo, do you know the amount of bans he got for saying shit?
No, flawless. The thing is, managers get bans now, right?
Yeah.
But they're getting banned without. No, but the difference is back then you got a ban. But you got a ban for entertaining everyone. Now you get a ban without even entertaining anyone because you're not allowed to. Like you said, it could have been good if Poch got to the referee. It could have kicked off. But none of that entertainment happened because it got stopped too early.
Yeah, I hear all that into the words before you go in terms of the surroundings and hearing all that. But that doesn't negate what I'm saying. That doesn't stop what I'm saying. That was more entertaining. We'd all prefer that. What we doing here? We'd all do that. We'd all prefer that. Why are we lying? Because it's not our teams. We would love nothing more than to see the two captains. But that's the point that I'm making, is in regards to we would love to see more of that. You don't have to go to that extent.
We would.
But there's no animosity. So that's the point that I'm making.
We can't. It's not like it can't happen.
But it's not allowed.
No. You can have more animosity. There's no animosity there.
Do you know what?
You're now getting red carded. I don't think you
don't have to get red card to have animosity.
You're getting red carded. You're getting suspended. You
don't have to get red cards. You don't have to get red cards or suspended to have animosity.
That was just one of the 4 points. You could have ignored.
You don't have to.
Do you know what?
So I would say it again. Now you're getting red carded or suspended or sent to the stands or getting a longer term suspension for not even doing anything serious. That's the point. 20 years ago, if you done something mad, that's when you get sent to the stands or you get a suspension or blah blah blah. Now, as Matisse just said, if you're literally speaking to a referee in a certain tone or just disagreeing with what he's saying, you get sent off directly, yellow carded directly, blah blah blah. So the room, I agree with you, want more animosity. We want it too. I want more animosity.
Yeah, that's
but
all
the
I'm
point
saying.
is, the room for getting animosity is smaller now. It's because of the law.
Managers are
not
telling
because
them
of
not
the
to. Managers will be warning the players. Listen, do not risk even back chatting the referee. Don't risk this.
I
Don't
hear
risk
that.
that.
It's not our fault that
Nah,
we was, you know what I'm saying? We was around when stuff was allowed more. We just the attitude error. That's all it is.
So
We the
blame
attitude
the
error.
blame the law then.
No. We the attitude error. That's what
no,
it is.
bro, it's not the attitude. It's that the referees were.
We was the
Okay.
attitude
Do
error.
you know what? Yeah,
Oh,
you
hold
can
on,
have that. You can have that.
Let me
if
make
you
a
want
point.
it.
Okay, you know
let me
what?
make a
You and
final
Arsenal had the best
Hold on,
rivalry.
let me make a final point. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Someone said it in the chat.
entertaining.
Someone said it in the chat really well, right? The managers also, they're the ones that have to transmit the energy. And if we look across the board, when you go through the managers in the league, you don't have as many like
characters like
aggressive characters and mind games in the press
Klopp and Pep
conferences.
can do it.
Yeah, Klopp and Pep, they're kind of nice though. Like, no, Klopp can do it. I think Pep's a little bit more sarcastic and a little bit more clever with it. But like, you don't have like Sam Allardyce's, Owen Coyles. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know,
facts. There's not them.
Who was the other one?
There's not them aggressive managers. And here's the thing: is the reason why I call us the attitude era, because like wrestling now, there's certain, like you man are talking about, there's certain things you can't say, there's certain things you can't do. I watched that back because Attitude Era I loved, and the shit.
Oh, you were talking referee. You were talking wrestling. I didn't even realize that. I didn't even realize that.
Hanging the point. I was talking wrestling when I say Attitude Era. You joke, man. Not
Attitude. Who was the manager that did that little shuffle dance that time? Alan Pardew. He was a hothead as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
by the way, Matisse started a 20-minute argument about rivalries.
Yeah, about who's the bigger rival.
Smiling right now, like a nerd. Because he started this whole, you and City love each other.
Do you know what? Yeah. Did I think that was all going to spiral from that?
Game, instead of you doing this.
I agree with you.
Did I think that was going to happen? No, I didn't. I will ask one question before we get to the whole docked point situation as well. I'm going to ask you, Husam, because you're the only one here that can actually challenge for the title, right? Do you gain confidence from that 4-4? And do you think you can challenge City for a title? Like, do you think you can win the league, or how are you feeling?
Now we're asking the hard-hitting questions.
Yes.
You see, because of the Liverpool-City rivalry, I am aware of certain things that Arsenal fans are unaware of, and you are unaware of, and Flawless is unaware of in terms of Pep Guardiola's Manchester City. Thing is, I don't give a fuck about November. I give a fuck about February, March, April, May. That's what I give a fuck about. Now, so far, Liverpool I don't think Liverpool have kicked into 4th, 5th, or 6th gear. 3rd gear is probably the highest I've seen us play this season. We're not even at our best, and we're 1 point behind Manchester City. Is that a massive positive? Of course. Because last season, in November, we were fucking 30 points behind. So yes, it makes a difference, of course. But I stick by what I said all summer long, which is we need a DM. And the only way Liverpool will challenge. So Liverpool are challenging for the title. Arsenal are going to challenge for the title. Manchester City are going to challenge for the title. There are 3 clearly better than everyone else's teams in this league, and those are the 3. And by the way, the fact that I don't think City has played in 4th, 5th, or 6th gear, I don't think Arsenal has played in 4th, 5th, or 6th gear. There are people who are saying Arsenal are considerably worse. The fact that all 3 top teams right now are so much better than everyone else, despite being in 3rd gear, while you have Spurs, good day, mate, playing 6th gear football, and like we're better than everyone right now, it shows the quality levels between the three.
There is a big gap. There is a big gap.
Yes, in terms of quality. So I think now Liverpool will kick on, Arsenal will kick on, City will kick on, and we will see who will be there. Now, for me personally, if I'm speaking about my club, the only way Liverpool win the league is through a transfer. It hasn't changed my opinion. Like the start of the season has even proved my opinion more, because Liverpool have the highest XG in games, not for us, for the whole match. That's why Liverpool is probably the most entertaining to watch right now, because everyone gets a go. Like Brentford are going to have chances, Luton are everyone has chances against us. And that has to stop. Now that needs to stop by shielding our back four. The problem is McAllister's not a DM, and I feel like McAllister is getting scapegoated for a position that isn't even his. We saw Chelsea City. Daps is 100% correct. The reason why they need to play Rodri and Kovacic is because the Rodri, Alvarez, and who's the third guy?
Foden or Silva.
Oh, Silva. The Rodri, Alvarez, Silva midfield, in terms of balance, isn't there. And against Chelsea, you are essentially putting the pressure of the whole game on Rodri's back. Players need help. Even they could be the greatest DM in the world, which Rodri is, and you still need help.
Sorry, can I just add to that?
On
top of the fact that what your point is correct, right? They didn't have Stones, and Akanji can't play that role.
They can't
so
go
if you
on
had
six,
Stones,
and they have Walker trying to. That's the thing. There's the balance. He's
if you
spot
had
on.
Stones,
The balance
you could have gone to a free.
balance
Stones
was
goes into midfield,
and it's the same. The problem is for us, the balance isn't there in every game because you can see a gaping hole in the team clearly. Like anyone who watches Liverpool, like, you know what they need? A DM. Everyone says
Sam,
this. Like,
Sam, it's so simple. We just look at the season you man dropped off. You know, when you won the league, the season after, and the season that you won the league. The season that you won the league, Fernandinho dropped back into the centre and played as a centre back, and we had no actual DM in front of him. The season we then took the league back off you, Fabinho dropped into the centre, into midfield, and had no one in front of him. The DM role is vital, and I guess that's where you have to credit Arsenal, because I think Declan Rice this season has been phenomenal. Absolutely.
That's why he's
phenomenal.
worth that money. This is the thing.
100%.
A DM might not necessarily win you games in terms of like GA, but a DM will win you titles. This is the one thing here that is
100%.
key. Because if you look at the successful teams over the last 12 years, okay? Rodri, Fabinho, Fernandinho, you could go through the Madrid teams, Casemiro, Barcelona, Busquets. Every single one of them has a solid DM who is there like a general or either a destroyer. Like Fernandinho and Fabinho were more old school. They both were destroyers. They would just kill counterattacks. And I still think, despite it is 2023, and people are saying, you know, I heard what Matisse said on the DR Sports video where he was like, you know, I think it's 2023. You need a midfielder who's part of the build-up and stuff like that. I agree with that slightly, but not for my team. For our system, for the Liverpool system, for the kind of gung-ho football that we play, we need a bastard. We need someone, I've always said it, there's something called pace and power. We need someone with either power or pace, or preferably both, who's just in there and just tackles the fuck out of people.
Paulinho, literally.
We need someone to just clart people, and that's why I didn't want to sell Fabinho. This is why I just didn't want to sell Fabinho, Matisse. Because if we had Fabinho, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Fabinho, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, it would have been better despite Fabinho losing legs. Because you know what Fabinho has over our whole midfield?
Sam, that's
Fabinho
what we were saying, wasn't it?
Tackle.
Sam, that's what we were saying. It was me and you were saying that we would have kept hold of Fabinho.
Yeah, I would have kept him 100%. That's why. So for me, in short, Liverpool will challenge, but in terms of win, we need to sign DM. That's the only way I see us winning the league, to be honest with you.
4p pen.
Palhinha. Bring me Palhinha right now, bro. Just bring me Palhinha.
So Endo's not working out, no?
Brother, don't even, please. Matisse.
Matisse,
remember when that signing happened?
Japan captain.
Remember when that signing happened?
You know what?
I remember copium. My fan base was telling.
Yes, I remember.
How's Lavia working out?
The only one who
Lavia's injured. But listen, if Lavia is
money well spent.
No, because if Lavia is anything like Cole Palmer, then you know what I mean. I'm going to thank you again in a minute. But listen, everybody was like, oh, but Liverpool, they're scouting Endo. You have to give him a chance. And this guy here, Husam, was like, absolutely fucking not. He is not good enough. I am not having this bullshit. We are not going to settle.
You lot should have got it done from Leeds, man. You would have been better than Endo. Who you linked with from Leeds again? Yeah, that was his name. Tyler Adams. Remember that? The sardines, innit? That's what it was. Remember? The quality sardines.
Remember that? Calvin Phillips or Tyler Adams? Which Leeds don do you want?
Had we gotten Caicedo, I think this would be completely different.
Caicedo and McAllister in midfield together. Oh, it would.
Caicedo last season was the second highest tackling DM in the league after Rice. Rice was the highest tackles per game. Caicedo was second. Caicedo is what we needed. And listen, his agent already came out and said we should have moved to Liverpool. Like, he already knows. It's crystal clear. Just look at the league table. We could have been something special, you gold digging bitch.
Hold on. That's very short term. That's very short term. Let's look into long term. We're building.
Oh, here we go. That's very short term. Who can rebuild the team better, Klopp or Poch? Klopp. If you want to talk about youngsters,
hold on. Isn't
Klopp?
Hold on.
Name the youngsters in the team? You need to stop
Hold on.
acting like
on.
Henderson and Fabinho
Hold on.
still play for this team.
Hold on.
Soboslai, Gravenberg, McAllister, they're all young.
Hold on. Okay, cool. You can have Soboslai, Slobby's lie. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's calm it down and everything else, right? Gravenberch versus some of our midfielders. It's gonna be a fun battle. Let's not pretend like we don't have. Let's not pretend like we don't have Caicedo, Lavia, Enzo, Nkuku, Palmer as our like central operators. So it's gonna be a fun battle. We're gonna speak. We'll speak soon. But I swear Klopp is proving for the first time that he can rebuild a team after building it. Right? Has he proved it yet? So no, I'm just asking. Has he already proved that he can rebuild the team?
Jurgen Norbert Klopp, Matisse. The audacity of you to
what a lovely name that is.
That's a middle name. I was gonna say though,
Matisse, let's bring a level of objectivity here. Come
no,
on.
because do you know what's funny? Because I remember Flawless. Do you remember coming into the window?
That's like me claiming Benitez is better than Mourinho. You fraud.
Coming into this summer window, Klopp needs to prove that he can rebuild a Liverpool team.
I never said
Klopp 2.0. No, I'm just putting out the general consensus. And now you're telling me he's already proved it. It's done. It's over.
Do you want me to use general consensus of Chelsea fans against you, Matisse?
I don't care.
There you are. Let's talk about Enzo, Mr. General Consensus.
Oh, Enzo.
Let's talk about Enzo, Mr. General Consensus. Let's talk about Gallagher outperforming your entire midfield, Mr. Consensus.
Out of Liverpool and Chelsea, do they win the same amount this season, though, in terms of trophies at the end?
No, of course not.
I think Liverpool do a cup double at least, possibly a cup treble.
Yeah, Liverpool living with something.
Europa League,
maybe a
FA
cup
and League Cup, yeah?
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
Hey, if we play Chelsea in the final, it's going to penalties and then we win.
Oh, I think they're doing the Europa League. I think they're going to do the League Cup, and I think the FA Cup. Why the hell couldn't they? So
only way we lose
Europa. Yeah, you're right.
And Real Madrid qualified, so we're good now.
Yeah, you are in the Europa. You should definitely clean up in the Europa. 100%.
They should.
Yeah.
I just hope United get relegated into it, and I think United deep down, you don't want Europa League because you don't want to face Liverpool. You do not want to face Liverpool.
Do you think we're finishing third in the top three of our group?
I do. Now, do you know what I think it is? Bro, do you know what I think it is? Bro, here's the thing.
Bayern at home, they're going to be heavily rested. They qualified already.
Thank you. Bro,
we lost to Newcastle United C team, and you think we're going to beat the second team of Bayern Munich?
Listen, you know what? You know why I think that? I think you'll get. I think, bro, I do because
he doesn't believe that. He doesn't.
No, bro, I do. Because this is Man United.
So they're going to beat Bayern. They're going to beat Bayern.
Look, let me tell you why. Firstly, I remember a while ago in the Champions League, but when we were like usually coming second in our group, early days of the Champions League, we played Bayern. And last game of the group, when Bayern have already qualified top of the group, they heavily rest. Now, here's the other thing, and the main reason why: that Manchester United fans, if they don't get qualification, they don't want the Europa League, right? They want out, That's why they're going to fucking qualify, because this club does everything the fans do not want them to do, right? So somehow, I'm just saying, it will happen, bro. Like, you can laugh now, but somehow you man are going to get Europa League football.
I'm glad there's nothing football and logical with that.
No, none at all. But am I not right? Am I not right? Your club does everything.
No. I'm just saying, us beating Bayern Munich at home is absolutely
there's no logic to it whatsoever.
I'm glad we know.
There's no logic to how your club is what goes on at your club anymore. So
there's no logic. And also,
we are not being bad.
It's the team that qualify. If it's the sixth game and it means fuck all, why should Bayern go all out in the sixth game?
You know what? They ain't gonna go all out. But again, if you've been watching us all season, hold up, I killed this dead. No, hold up. I killed this dead right now. You said Bayern Munich are not gonna go all out, which it will be their second team. I agree with that. You do not have to be at your best to beat Manchester United. Nobody we've lost to this season, nobody, I repeat, that has been at their best. No one we've lost to has been 7 out of 10. Nobody.
Hoyland is the Champions League top goal scorer.
Teams
Let's
average.
Go.
You know what I'm saying?
Hoyland will probably score me. I will actively be supporting Man United.
We lost to Newcastle. Wait. Hold on. We lost to
to
Newcastle United at home playing 6 fullbacks, and you lot think we're gonna beat Bayern second team? I bet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I bet. Yeah. I bet. Okay.
Listen,
Yeah.
99%
And we're gonna beat.
faith.
And we're gonna beat. Wait. We gotta beat Galatasaray away. Actually,
No,
know what
you
I'm saying.
don't.
So
No,
we
you
beating.
don't.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we
you
do.
don't have to beat them.
Yes, we do have to beat Galatasaray. So wait.
No,
wait.
that's to
So, of
qualify
course
for
we
the
do.
Champions League. That's not to qualify for the Europa League.
We do. Depends on Copenhagen's result.
Yeah, exactly. But
Depends on-
I'm
but
just
Bayern
saying,
do
mine
beat
has no
Copenhagen.
logic. Mine is just that I'm saying it now. You will
Copenhagen
end up
can
in the
beat
Europa
Galatasaray.
League, and I just pray that
No,
you
you
get
want us to
Liverpool.
end up in there.
Oh, of course I
see
do,
that.
bro. Of course I do.
I'm glad we've established this is
I
not
need
based on
Liverpool, Man
logic,
United,
bro.
but-
final because
flawless,
Baku will
flawless.
happen again.
If we go
Baku
by-
will happen again. We all
If
know
we
that.
go by what we want
Or-
as non-Man United fans and what you want as Man United fans, yeah, generally, who gives the fans what they want? They give your owners give us what we want. So we're going to get you in the Europa League. You're going to be playing Liverpool, bro.
Yeah, all right, sure. I was just thinking it's
Manchester.
hilarious. You think we getting past Galatasaray and Bayern Munich? That's
No,
jokes,
not
and
both
here
of
we are.
them. Not both
One
of them.
said that.
You don't have to
One
get
said
past both of them.
So we lose to Galatasaray and then we
Yeah.
Okay,
beat
so
Bayern Munich.
Galatasaray beats you,
Yeah.
okay, and then you beat Bayern Munich, you're third. Done.
Depends. So Copenhagen don't guarantee to beat Galatasaray.
Yeah, but you go through. You know why you go through?
How do we
Because
go through?
on the basis, on the direct competition basis between you and Copenhagen, which decides the placing, you have scored away goals and they didn't. You beat them 1-0 at home.
No,
Is it not head to head? So it's head to head.
This is mad.
Yeah, it's head to head, I think.
This
So
is the
wait,
type
4-3.
of
Wait, 4-3. Wait. So
What happened to you?
I did that. I ain't let you do that. So 4-3 is more than 1-0. Are you sure?
No, but you scored 3 goals. You
You
scored
don't
3
count
goals
like
in
that. It's not a
Copenhagen.
away goal. Are you sure it works like that? I don't know if it works.
Yeah,
like that.
if it's direct, if it's head
I don't
to
know
head,
if
then
I
you-
don't know if it's head to head.
Thought into it.
I don't
it's
know
head
if
to head, you
4-3 is over
qualify.
1. I don't know if 4-3 means more than 1-0. I don't know about that.
I swear
Let me
they
know in the
changed the
chat.
rule like 2 years ago and made it head to head instead
Again,
of goal difference.
No. I believe it's head to head.
In the knockouts, they got rid of away goals.
Yeah, the question I'm asking is when it's head to head, they beat us 4-3, we beat them 1-0. I don't know which one is rated higher. That's the point that I'm making.
The
I'm
1-0
guessing-
because they didn't score against you in your own backyard.
it could be Copenhagen because they scored 4 times. Like, what we talking about? This guy's be making shit up, you know. I ain't a fool, you know. I ain't a fool. This guy thinks I'm dumb, you know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a fool.
I
People.
never said
Let
you're
us know
dumb,
in the
Flo.
chat. You know what I'm saying?
Well-
Yeah, I know. But yeah, you can't kid a kid up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you
Anyway,
try to kid a kid up.
I think,
But
Matisse, that's
before
probably
you
it.
go,
We
Daps.
don't need to talk about anything else, do we?
Hey,
No,
if before you go, you man in the chat, if you do know what that is, let me know in between the difference. Like what ranks higher? Is it 4-3, 1-0, or is it equal?
It's mad.
actually
It's,
wanna know.
it's mad that we have to talk about it coming down to that against Copenhagen. It's actually
Hey, that's
insane.
what, hey, but God, we finishing third. You know what I'm saying?
They got
We
a
gonna
Europa
beat
League group and couldn't make it out of it, bro.
Facts.
It's fucking
Fucking
insane.
hell.
we finishing bottom of that group, man. I'm telling you right now. We're gonna lose to Galatasaray. We're gonna lose to Munich.
My God.
I don't know. I've qualified already, top of the league.
Okay, Champions League group tiebreakers. What happens if teams are tied on points? So it says
me-
ultimately it comes down to away goals. 1 second. Let me just check.
You have a super chat here as well, actually, addressed to you. Don't worry, I didn't miss it. Reckland Dice. The combo was
Superior
just,
goal
just all
difference
over
from
the
group
shop.
matches played along the thing.
We have a look.
Is that Mr. Husam? I think it is.
Rules.
Points
thought you
of
calling
the
him
full
Dr.
list of
Sam.
the tiebreakers are as follows. Points obtained in group matches playing among teams in question. That's the thing.
So
Essentially,
it's
head to
3
head.
each. So head to head, so it's equal. So what I'm saying is what ranks as more because it's
No,
equal. We
now
won
listen
one,
to
they
the
won one.
second thing.
Go on.
That's the second separator.
Yeah.
Superior goal difference from group matches played among the teams in question. So what I
It's
said
both
is
plus.
true.
It's both. No, it's both plus
Both
one.
+1. Yeah, they're
It's
both
both plus one, so
Goals
it's still a draw.
scored in group matches against them.
We scored the same amount. They've scored 4. We scored 4.
What the hell?
So there's got to be another one. See
It
this
should go
people.
to an MLS All Stars.
What is it? There's got to be a break.
Skills challenge.
There's a stat guy in the chat watching this live right now. Please break this down and let us know.
I swear, I'm
'Cause I knew
actually
this was
here. I'm actually on.
Should be
the-
a skills challenge.
There should be something there that says because we've scored the same amount.
Wayne
We
Rooney
scored 4
street
each.
skills. Who can
They
put it
won
Oh,
in
I'm
one
with
just
an
game.
what
elbow?
it says now. The first 3 criteria is reapplied. Sorry, exclude. This is the tiebreaker if all the first 3 are equal. Criteria 1 to 3 reapplied exclusively to the matches between the remaining teams. Oh, so basically goal difference at the end.
And their
Whose
goal difference, I
whose
believe,
roof
is higher.
leaks more?
I
So
believe
let's
their
look
goal
at
difference
the
is
goal
higher.
difference. No, because we've only lost by 1 goal twice. Let's
I
check.
think I'm asking. Anyhow, it's
Okay,
tied.
table.
Daps must get so much
No,
pleasure
we
out of
need
this.
to get these bastards to Europa
This
League
is-
by
this is-
hook or
Go
by
on,
crook.
I want to know. See, people, we're not just out here just running
Oh.
jokes. We do detailed analysis.
It's doing
I don't
serious-
even know.
goal-
I don't know what finishing below
Goal
like
difference,
third
Copenhagen
feels like
-1,
Mhm.
Man United -2.
nowadays.
That's
So
it.
that could change then.
got
that
a run.
could
That's
change.
dramatic.
a 1 goal difference. So if you beat Bayern Munich like 2-0 last game,
This is sad. This is actually sad.
then in that game specifically, it's a support.
Okay,
very-
we're equal now, Husam. I spent 20 minutes on a rivalry debate. You spent 5 minutes, which felt
45
like 20
seconds.
minutes on a mathematics.
Oh wow, you made that.
points
Hassam,
battle in the
Hassam,
group
just
stages
remind
for
me.
Man United.
You said if we beat Bayern Munich 2-0, bear in mind you have us losing to Galatasaray, or at least drawing, so we're going to be
Oh,
-2 or lower than that.
Away
Listen,
from
I
home.
don't know, but you're gonna end up in Europa League somehow. I don't know.
Exactly.
how.
That's all the thought I did to it. Is they're going to end up in the
Yes,
Europa
it's
League,
gonna happen.
and they're going to end up playing
Hey,
Liverpool.
we are a juggernaut. Oh my god.
Let me,
science. It's
Hey,
gonna
United
happen.
beat Galatasaray, please, man. Please.
Hey, what's this
Please.
about Onana can't travel because he's got beef in Turkey or something?
News to me. I don't know.
I know. I heard that the other day. That apparently he's got a madness
They'll
in
figure a way
Turkey.
around that.
Yeah,
That's the
advantage
case.
Man United.
Oh, surely security is just the answer. It's
No,
not
they'll
that
figure that
difficult.
out.
Wasn't he
That's news
injured
to me.
anyway?
No,
Was he
he's just saying he could be back. He's saying there should
Okay.
be a precaution him getting taken off. I don't know
Cannot
about the
do
deep.
security in Galatasaray. That
Yeah,
stadium
true.
is called the hell for a
Yeah,
reason.
yeah, true.
Mm. We've got a couple of super chats actually. Husam, if you lose 4-0 at the Etihad, will you be mad? I mean, this seems pretty.
Amazing question, IFL. No, I would celebrate it if we lost 4-0. Wow.
Might
Wow,
mean you get a DM.
unbelievable. So IFL Discovery, let me just explain what. No, why you remove? Here's the
Because
thing, IFL
fucking
Discovery.
insulting
Let
to
me explain
our
something.
intelligence.
So,
Carry on.
You just got right here. Battle of the North reunion. First time in 2 months. And you have £2 to spend, and you decide to spend £2 on the dumbest question I've ever heard. Yo, Dad, if you lose 4-0 to Liverpool, would you be mad?
No, I'll be over the moon. mate.
No, he'd celebrate. Of course we'd be mad. We support our clubs. Dumbass, wake up.
Thanks for the super chat.
Yo, fuck's sake. Hopefully this is a better one. Reckland Dice says, Mr. Husam, you can choose between Alisson, Van Dijk, Salah. One plays every game, one plays half of all games, and one plays 0 games for the rest of the season.
Yo,
Get rid
guys,
of Van Dijk.
where are we going with the super chat stuff? Where are we
They
going
try to
with
set
it?
you up, man. They try to
Next
set you
question,
up.
they're gonna say, Husam, if you jump off a bridge, will your leg break?
Basically,
Bro.
you're going to be one of these players. You're going to be labelled as you don't rate them. So go
No,
on,
I'm
answer the
not
question.
answering
Oh,
this question.
fuck's
Inshallah, all
sake.
3 of them, because I will put bad energy to the universe. I refuse. All 3 of them, inshallah, will be healthy till the end of the season. You get me? Diallo, you're my guy from you come to embarrass me publicly. Hold that, Diallo, you fraud. And I hope Barcelona get relegated because of FFP.
This guy, idiot.
Barcelona. Hold
guy,
that,
idiot.
Barcelona.
Oh, people are
No, I
just.
cannot answer that. I can't. How are you telling
Yeah.
me one guy is going to be injured for the rest of the season? Fuck that, bro. All 3 fit, inshallah.
Barcelona needs to worry about Girona anyway, not about super chats.
He's saying he didn't get cooked because you responded 2 minutes to my comment.
Brother.
So it's basically £1 per minute. Man's charged.
You know why? You know what rattles me? Everyone on the stream can get rattled. What rattles me is when you stupidity.
Facts.
That's what rattles me. You asking a Liverpool fan, if you lose 4-0, will you be upset? What?
Alright, so what-
No, I'm gonna be so
rattles-
happy.
What rattles
I'ma celebrate.
Matisse? What rattles Matisse?
What
When you got-
rattles
when
me?
you got-
I mean,
when you
what
got
we,
Victor Vlahovic.
This
I'll
show-
never forget that. When you got Victor
Vlahovic,
Vlahovic.
Vlahovic.
yeah.
You
Let's
had
go.
to even like that. I didn't know. That was the crazy part. Matisse just lost it, and I was like, right. And he thought I was trolling. I was like, I had no idea you had all this angst.
I
and
didn't
just,
know I
like,
was that
dislike
angst either.
to
But it just hit
Vlahovic.
me like a ton of bricks. I was like,
You
I
just
really
didn't
don't
like
want
that.
this player to join.
Yeah, I'm like,
We might be
right,
joining
why you
Arsenal.
like
Is it
that?
us? I've seen him linked with
Nah,
Arsenal.
he's
I don't want
Oh
this,
my
you know?
days! I just remembered the Vlahovic video of Flawless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember? Yeah. Because Daps had to go. And it was
We
one
were
of them
such
Daps had to go.
assholes that day as well. We
Yo,
were
I
such
was just like,
assholes
yo,
that
why?
day.
And Matisse was like, so do you want about Manchester United? Why are you taking about your club?
That has to be the best ending to a Battle of the North video in history.
I was
That
like,
was the
right.
best
I was
ending ever.
like, what happened,
We
Matisse?
just
Like, what
rattled
did
him about
Thabz do?
Thabz. And then
I just want to say
fucking
he's had back problems this season and he's got less goals than Jackson. I just want to say.
Because he's been
Yeah,
carrying like
and
Juventus
Jackson
attack.
was
You
the
know what I'm
worst
saying? That's
Premier
why.
League this season. Just want to say.
But yeah, it's gone all quiet on the Vlahovic front. We're not linked to him anymore. It's just Osherman and Ivan Toney and Ferguson, which please we cannot
Ferguson
afford.
got another injury again at the weekend, didn't he? In
Oh
the,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he got an injury against Holland
Brighton was
yesterday.
gonna get 200 million for that guy.
They're gonna be the price is gonna be extortionate. It's
Big
not
up my
even
guy
worth
Sheik,
even
man.
negotiating.
Real one.
Big up you guys. Hope you're all well. Sarcasm City out here. Ten Hag
Let's
out.
go. Big up my
Damn.
guy Sheik. Now he's a regular in
Damn.
my chat, man. He a real one. Big
Big
up to
up.
my guy Sheik. Why are you shaking your head, Sam?
Stop
Why,
it.
man? Why? So wait, you can have
You
supporters,
said it
but
in
I
your
can't.
song. You said it in your
I'm saying.
song. Yeah, I'm skinny. Ain't no gym thing. Come on, man.
Yeah. Yo, I
You
can't.
cannot
You
say
have
no
fans. I
gym
got
thing and
fans.
then you flex.
Yes,
That's
I
wrong.
can. You know what I'm saying? We out here. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Big up my guy Sheik. You can have supporters, but I can't. What kind of shit is that? That's
No,
not
I
fair.
never said
You know what
that.
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying
That's
don't
not fair.
flex. Because
I
it's in
will
your
flex,
song.
man. Let's go, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Feel me?
Reckland Dice has responded as well to your feedback. He said, Aki,
Okay,
I
you can
just
ask me
want to know how
valuable
valuable they are to Liverpool.
without asking me if they're injured. So best player on that list is Mo Salah, and I think he's been the best player in the league this season, but that's a different debate. I
Best
think
player in the league?
Alisson is most
Better
valuable
than
because
Madison.
fuck off with this Ainge
I don't think he's been better than Madison, to be honest. I'm not
fucking
gonna lie.
Spurs crap. I've never seen more bullshit my whole life.
Madison's
Can
been
I,
on
mate?
point.
Let's all praise them for losing 4-1. Hold that.
Madison was an
Yeah,
end.
that
He
was
got
mad.
injured.
That was mad.
Madison
I
was
must
an end. He
admit.
got injured. You know what I'm saying?
Ainge
Let's not forget that.
Postecoglou hype. Hold that. Anyway,
Madison had-
No, I'm old school, mate.
valuable.
I'm old school. It's just
Fuck
is
him.
what it is.
I agree with you, Matisse. I think it's Madison.
Postecoglou is
Yeah.
that OnlyFans
He's got an agenda
know
against Tottenham now.
who responds to your Twitter. You know when you tweet a tweet and there's this random OnlyFans plugging herself? That's Ainge Postecoglou.
That's never happened on
He
me. That's
is-
never happened to
I
me.
know what you mean.
Let me because this emotion, he's the biggest media whore in the entire Premier League. Biggest whore in the media.
So you call
He's
it only
holding
fans girl
himself
media
on
hosts? Wow.
Oh, mate, we should all stop fighting the referees and do our jobs. How about you shut the fuck up? This is Premier League heritage. We have all called out referees. Benitez called out referees. Ferguson called out referees. Wenger called out referees. Mourinho called out referees. Stop trying to change Premier League heritage and legacy. We will call them out because they're fucking shit. And the reason why you didn't call them out, Mr. Postecoglou, is because Romero should have been sent off against Chelsea 40 minutes before he got sent off. And Udogie should have been sent off against Chelsea 40 minutes before he got sent off. So he'd have played 9 men, mate, for 80 minutes instead of 40. So
I'm old school, mate. I'm just old school, you know.
just wanna
You
check-
call
It's
me,
true.
I'm just
The way,
an old
the
fan.
way
I'm
that they
old school.
tried to twist it like as if Tottenham were unlucky to have men sent off and
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like he should have been angry that bruv, they should have been sent off in the first half earlier on. So
I know
Yeah.
disrespect to the
Udogie
adult
done
content creators as well that Husam just called media hosts. You know what I'm saying? So no disrespect to any of you lot watching. You always dissing people who could be watching, you know. That's audience members. What's wrong with
Who
you?
did I call media horse?
You call media hosts? You said the OnlyFans girl who be underneath in the description on Twitter.
No.
underneath
I
tweets.
said Ainge Postecoglou's a
oh, you
whore.
can't be doing
Yeah,
Roxy
you call
like
it-
that.
Wait, who's Roxy?
Have you never had this spam bot called Roxy?
Nah,
on
I've
Twitter?
never-
Yeah.
I might have.
I don't see their
Never.
names. I just block them.
You definitely have
I
someone here.
reckon I've
had
on.
Roxy.
Nah, do you know what? I get them regularly on Instagram.
Fucking
Not
hell.
so much on
I
Twitter,
blocked
regularly
them.
on
Yeah, they
Instagram.
heart your
Bro.
stories and shit.
Yeah,
innit?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
when they
yeah.
had the stories, I be
Yeah.
blocking them.
All
I
the
see it,
time,
it's just
heart
And you
in
know
annoying.
stories,
some
man.
random guy like sitting in his grandmother's basement with
Yeah,
Oreo
yeah,
cookies
blatantly.
on his stomach,
This is
running
why
that
Husam's fled
fucking
to Snapchat. He's not even on Instagram. I tried to tag him today. He wasn't even on there.
Listen, I keep getting suspended because I tell people I will punch you in the face when they
Stop
insult
telling
me.
people you punched them in the face, man.
We had
Listen,
to
I'm
do.
not
I'm
the type
getting
of guy to
deja
be
vu now.
quiet. That's the
I'm
problem.
getting deja vu.
Do you know what? I bet it was the guy that sent in the super chat asking that mad question that probably triggers
It's
him on
Roxy.
Instagram to
It's
get
Roxy.
his account suspended.
Bro,
Imagine
it's
you
some fucker
spend
called
your
Derek.
time growing your Instagram to expand your reach as a content creator. Somebody DMs you called Jonathan4912 and says you're a dickhead and you absolutely lever into him. Get yourself suspended and he moves back onto his main and keeps on moving on with his life. What are you actually
I
doing?
told him I punched him in the face. He reported me for violence. I got suspended for threatening violence or some shit
Oh,
like that.
I got banned from like posting anything for 48 hours for saying to someone, "I'll shut up your sausage."
Yeah, that's
Literally,
peak.
that was it. Like, bro,
Oh,
what is
yeah.
going on?
Exactly. He got 48-hour ban for sausage me. I said, I'll punch you, suspended.
Pause.
Yeah, strong pulse. Jeez.
Fair.
I'm surprised we've gone this long without actually bringing up the whole allegations and the
Yeah, I need to accuse a lot of
Because-
people of being cheats, to be
Are
fair.
you
Because
guys
nothing's
angry?
gonna happen. Because
Yeah, but
nothing's gonna happen. That's why.
Is anybody on the right side of the screen angry about like the situation, or are you guys cool with it? Like, you cool with
No,
the whole?
First of all,
I'm-
don't make you and sit into the same thing because you're snitching on yourself.
No,
I'm
no,
Thank
no.
you, bro.
Ours is allegations.
And you're
but-
snitching on
Hold on.
Abramovich, basically.
No. Because you know why? Because everybody's already deemed us guilty. Today, I've already been defending myself like as if I committed the crime. I didn't even do shit.
Matisse?
I'm a fan. I ain't do
Oh,
nothing wrong.
but
I
Matisse,
don't know Roman
he has got a
You
valid
deemed
point.
you guilty. That's the problem.
Matisse,
No,
he has
I'm
got a
sorry.
valid point, though. That at the moment, what's going on, right, is this is where everyone seems to be thick. Everton, are they going, yeah, we're guilty. Well, you dumb fucks, right? You're getting a deduction, right? Chelsea going, oh, well, you know, yeah, we're guilty, but it's not us. It was the guy before us. Like the Premier League give a shit, bro. They don't care who it was. And or even more, then they're going, yeah, but we've got some money put to one side to pay to pay all of it. Well, dry snitching. We're the only ones with a shield and sword going, do you know what? Fuck this. We're going to fight this, right?
Yeah, because you got all the money for the lawyers.
No, so let me be
Got that
clear.
lawyer money.
You don't have money,
you
Mr.
don't have
150
money.
million
You don't
We
have
spent
Caicedo.
a
money.
billion. We ran out of money.
Mr. 1
Bro,
billion doesn't have money.
Listen. So Everton are guilty. Yeah, they're guilty. They've gone guilty, right? To be fair, I think Man United went guilty on a very minor FFP thing in the summer, right? They went guilty. Liverpool a couple of years back, they went guilty when they stole our hard drive. You lot are about to go guilty. So actually, City are the only ones that are. We're the only ones that aren't cheats. We're going. We're not cheats. So all of you cheating bastards, yeah, just need to fix up and stop blaming us because look. Our house is clean. You can come and look wherever you want. We haven't been charged.
What I'd say is the reason why, like,
No,
I
but
just
you
paint.
just said you can come and look. City are not allowing them to look. They're
They're gonna-
completely polar opposites. Matisse, his club is snitching on
True.
themselves. And Matisse is saying, I have to defend.
No.
my club.
Let me give you an analogy.
Let me
right?
just say one sentence.
Because
Like,
your
I'm
analogy is
defending my
shit.
club like we're guilty. But your own club are saying you're guilty. But like
Yeah,
you're
they are.
calling
Husam,
yourself guilty.
Yeah.
Husam, this is where it is, right? The police turn up at your door, right? And you own a trap phone, right? But you know they want to come inside, they want to look. Are you going
He's looking
to
for it now.
I actually lost my trap phone as well.
He was looking
Now
around,
here it
going, where is it? Fuck. He's got his
Never
Leica.
lose.
Oh, Jesus.
Guys, if you
So,
ever
right.
need to run away, just have a trap phone ready.
So,
cannot track this.
police knock at your door, right?
It's
There's
so
two
yardy.
options.
So yardy.
There's two options, right? Daps' option
Bumba
is
clap.
they're moving hella suspicious. They're saying you're not coming in. They're getting hella aggressive, saying, "Listen, you're not coming in. You don't have a warrant. You don't
Yep.
like fuck off, right?" And we're saying, "You want to come in for some tea, some biscuits? No
Proper,
problem. Take a
proper
look.
Chelsea, that is.
Yeah, come
proper
take a
Fulham, proper
But that's
Fulham,
not
innit?
what you're saying.
Some croquettes."
You're saying there are drugs in the cupboard. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
You're not saying come
No,
drink
no.
tea.
We're
You're
saying that
snitching on yourself fully.
we're saying there might be drugs in the cupboard. Go look.
But
No,
what?
you're
The
giving
person that lived
details.
in before us might have left them there. Our fingerprints aren't on them. Honestly, officer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
you're
we
fully
just moved
snitching
into
on
the house.
yourself.
We're new homeowners. Do you know what I
Now,
mean?
but joking aside, from a City point of view, I said to Matisse before that, you know, we've known about these charges. The whole world's known about these charges on City since late January, early February, right? That probably means that the owners knew they were coming soon, or the owner and the board probably knew a bit before that, right? We've got planning permission to continue with our stadium expansion and building a hotel, a huge hotel for all travelling fans to Manchester City. Yeah, it's mad. We actually have travelling fans now, right? And we've pressed on with that. Now, do you think a club would press on with that if they thought there was a good chance that they were going to hold this, hold that? And the funniest thing, the narratives that I've seen is that the best one is that we should get 1,150 point deduction, right? That one is absolutely...
Agreed.
That one is absolutely brilliant because, and there's Liverpool fans, sorry, not Husam, but John. I'm going to name him because his name is John. Scottish John, I call him, right? And he's saying if Everton got hit with this, then Manchester City must get hit far worse. It's like, but what Everton have done and what we have done are completely different things. There's different levels to financial fair play. And you just have to wait and see what happens, innit? Look, I will be consistent with it and say that if we are found guilty, then we must get a punishment that reflects how guilty we are. And if we get if that ends up, because I don't think you'll ever get a punishment of you're being relegated. What they'll do is they'll give you a point deduction that probably will lead to it being difficult to not get relegated. But in hindsight, really, even if they took, how many points would they have to take off of City for us to get relegated?
Bro, it
Nah,
would be.
but
it
again,
would be
but wait. But hold
50
on,
points.
no.
50
But forget that.
points, it's
If
like-
they wanted to relegate you, wouldn't they? Could
They would just
go
relegate you,
further.
innit?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
relegate
but
you. Wouldn't be a
but,
point
but,
deduction.
but ultimately, if you really think about it, right, the football is corrupt. Yes,
It has to be a points deduction, doesn't
football
it?
is
And they
corrupt.
actually
Now,
just relegate you.
Of
I
course,
don't think
yeah.
they can. When have
They
they
can.
done that? Have they done that?
No,
Did that
they
happen
haven't
to
done
you?
it. Here's the thing: it happened to Juventus. Yes, they just
Did they
relegated.
just
Juventus.
relegated? Yeah, yeah.
They
No,
just
but
relegated.
hold on, Juventus. You got to remember, Juventus was actually, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, a legal matter, as in literally not a football matter. It was
The
illegal.
chat
They,
will know. But the
I'm
point
pretty
that, the
certain
point
that
that I'm making
Juventus
is,
had committed fraud.
yeah, but the point I'm making is the FA, if they wanted to, away from City and Chelsea,
Probably
whoever the
could,
case
yeah.
may be,
Yeah.
as part of the punishment, if they deemed it fit, nobody governs the FA.
But-
They
Do
govern
you know?
themselves.
Do you know the funniest thing is, and maybe it is where I am as a person now compared to previous times. If we get relegated, we get relegated. Like for me as an individual, it actually will save me a few European trips, and I'll probably be
you'd have
quids in.
fun. Here's,
Right?
here's the thing is, because Matisse
And
asked
I'll
and said,
get to go and try some new pies in different stadiums. And do you know what? The funniest thing is, it could be mad. Like if we won the league this season, we get into you. Imagine if we won the Champions League this season, yeah. Then we get relegated. We're in the Championship, but still playing in the Champions League. We could do a double or treble that no one's ever done before. We could have the Championship in one hand and the Champions League in another. And I honestly do think if we went down, we would be coming back up within a season. Yeah.
because
And
enough of your quality players would stay.
they would stay. I think
Enough of them would. Some of them would leave, but enough of them would stay.
Some would, but Caldoon, I think that man could sell ice to an Eskimo, yeah, and he'd say, "Listen, 1 year, and I'll give you a bumper pay rise. I'll give you bonuses, this, that, whatever. We'll be back up." It really isn't. I think the funniest thing of it is certain fan bases. I'll be real, mainly Arsenal and United a little bit. United just because they want us in the mud like they are. Right, that's whereas Arsenal, because Arsenal honestly think their best chance of winning a Premier League trophy is if we get relegated. That's the thing. Like Liverpool, do you know what? Liverpool will be like, we can go toe to toe with City, and we can, we don't need the point deduction. It would be great because I'd love it, and to say that actually maybe in hindsight that season when they got 1 point more than us, so they can do that. But Liverpool also know that they could go toe to toe with us, whereas. Honestly, Arsenal fans, every time they see a point deduction on Chelsea, but even more so on City, they get a boner because they're thinking, "Fucking hell, we might actually win a Premier League again." If this, it's just funny to me. It really is.
No, it's because Matisse asked and said, "Oh, you like mad about it, like you annoyed over here on the right side," and it's like, no, because I know regardless, even if either of you lot are found guilty, nothing's gonna happen. There's going to be no points deductions.
Do you think it
There's
would just
going
be
to
a
be no
fine?
relegation.
You don't think
Just a fine.
that would be it? But it depends. Look, but let's be.
I'm not gonna lie. After the Everton thing,
yeah,
they kind of have to do something.
Here's
Yeah,
the thing
if
is,
we
though,
are
but when
guilty, because otherwise it's inconsistent and
I
it's
think it's them,
favoritism.
but that's the FAR missed it inconsistent.
Yeah,
They will give someone here the thing is, they will give someone a 5-match ban for a straight red, like violent conduct, a straight red card. Somebody will be found guilty of racism and get a 4-match ban.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
True.
Like they are not like FAR. If they were consistent, yeah, I would hear.
But to be fair, we do have a lot of black players on our team.
Nothing's gonna exactly. Nothing's gonna happen to Chelsea or City. Nothing. Let's say you're found like even the 115 charges that City got. What is the update on that? Bro. Is the investigation ongoing? What is actually happening?
Well, the other thing on the timescales is I'm pretty certain that Everton went guilty. Because this is from back COVID times, isn't it? I'm pretty certain Everton went guilty.
They tried to say that the COVID times influenced why they were making such a big loss, which seems fair to me. But
they went guilty, I think, in March, right? It's now November, so it's taken 6-7 months for the Premier League to just come up with a punishment. That's all they had to do was come up with a punishment, and it's taken them that long, right? With our case, it's 115 charges, and it's us saying we're not guilty, we're fighting back. So this is going to drag on for a long time. And are Everton appealing it? I think they are, aren't they?
I
think
don't
Were they
think.
not?
I don't think.
I hope
Everton
they
deserved to get hit by the points deduction because Everton kept making wrong decisions in the transfer market and spending
Yeah,
money
yeah.
recklessly, buying
Yeah.
a bunch of rejects. So Everton got it wrong. Chelsea are essentially snitching on the former regime. We all saw it. That's why you cannot compare the two clubs on the left-hand side. You're trying to do like a me and Daps thing. Your club is stupid. You cannot do that. So just get that straight because you're
No, but
snitching on
sometimes,
yourself.
sometimes if you own up,
We got to know
sometimes if you
details
own
that
up, you
we
get a
didn't
lesser
even need to know.
sentence.
Yeah, that's
Some-
true. That's
Sometimes
true.
if you own up, you get a lesser sentence, right?
Yeah,
If you hand yourself in and you
Also,
snitch
you
on
think
someone else,
FFP is going to go like, oh, they snitched on themselves. Let
they
me
might
reduce
do. They might do.
5 points to the 10.
They might do. You never
You know what? I think,
But I
that's
think the
really
Premier League, you
exciting.
can look at Chelsea and City and go, do you know what? That's too big a fan base for the Premier League to take a loss on, and that might be the reason. And it's not fair, but the world isn't fair. But if you're looking at City and Chelsea, that is a huge fan base and a huge income that the Premier League really wouldn't want to be losing for a season or two.
But it's only
We're
because
getting to know information about like transfers as well with your club. The Eto'o transfer, the guy that you paid the agent like 30 million and shit under the table,
He
basically.
wasn't even
didn't
good
hear
enough
about
at
that.
that.
The
He
whole
wasn't even
public
good enough
knows.
at that current moment to even warrant doing that. The only one that came up that was like, okay, fair enough, I wouldn't take that back was Eden Hazard. Everybody else, I'd take their money, but take the money back, bro. I want my receipts. In terms of the only reason why we're even really probably talking about points deductions is because Everton got hit with one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people would just be saying, okay, transfer ban, the usual shit. Fine.
No, but that's
massive fine.
important. That's
I know
important
it's
because
important, but
Everton now sets a precedent.
I do agree with that.
Because it's a
I agree
separate
with that.
issue, we're not quite like 100% whether or not the same punishment
No,
can really
it's
be
a separate.
applied, but-
That's the thing, and the mad thing is, I swear it was Thursday. I was doing a show with a gal, and he was going. City and Chelsea, one of them are definitely going to get a point deduction, and I was saying, hold on. In the history of the Premier League, when's the last time you heard of a point deduction? And it was like, I think it was Middlesbrough or Portsmouth, right? That's how long ago it was. But I do think Husam's right that they have set a precedence that now if us or you do get found guilty of a breach that's as serious, they have to give us they have to. And even as a City fan, as a Chelsea fan, we'd agree they should do, but Flawless is probably right. It's not about that. And they'll be looking at the size of Chelsea's fan base, the size of City's fan base, other influences, like, let's be real. Yes, we are owned by someone that is, I believe, the vice president of the UAE or something now. Pretty important to the overall country and whatever. And it's not great, but these things will have an influence on it. They will. Like,
everybody at the top is dodgy, right? The rich people are dodge. So if there's a favor that can be done for a favor, it will be done. If there's money that can be swept under the carpet, it will be swept. I don't believe that me and Daps are the only like fans of clubs that have done something shady. It's just everybody else's shit hasn't been unearthed. I'm not saying everybody's done something, but I'm just saying I don't, especially in my
but
case.
I hate when people do this as well and go
No, I'm not
everyone's
making
done
an excuse
something.
for it, but I'm just saying
Everyone's not done something. Let's not do this.
Well, I'm not saying everyone, but I'm saying some others have definitely.
Vast majority,
done
definitely
it just
Liverpool.
hasn't come up, right? And I think we'd be naive to say otherwise. And I think when the headlines came out, oh, we've paid agents. Like, did anybody like raise their eyebrows and think, "Whoa, that is absolutely blasphemy"? I can't believe agents were paid to persuade players to come to a club. I've never heard of that before. Wow.
I'm convinced that Fabrizio Romano's like getting pocketing some money on transfers.
We saw government officials lipsing Mandem in COVID. Do you know what I mean? Like, like
yeah, Mama lipsing their side chicks and that. During COVID. Facts,
this is what happens. This shit takes place. The world is mad, bro. Like,
where are we going with this? Listing up side chicks? Like, where are we going with this?
Are you not familiar with that? He's not familiar with that person, is he?
You don't know. So during COVID, like the government officials over here was like pictured like lips, like while we was in lockdown. You know what I'm saying? Linking side chicks and that, lipsing up their side chick and all them things there. It was crazy. Yeah.
The guy that was responsible for like policing COVID and giving legislation on COVID was breaking his own rules to lip side chick in COVID.
To lips his side chick in COVID times.
Got caught on camera. Whilst telling people you're not allowed to go to your family's funeral because you can only have a max of a couple of people. He's there saliva, tongue and tongue in the corridors.
In the COVID times, you know what I'm saying? And he's up there just
I cannot have side chick. I can only have second one.
This is the level of madness we're talking about, and like,
It's different for me, Flawless. I cannot
bro,
relate.
Wait, are the rules? Yeah, go on. Sorry, Matisse.
they already removed our owner. Do you know what I mean? They already kicked our owner out of the club. They were meant to do checks. Actually, that just goes to show the checks were shit. They were meant to run checks on the club.
Listen, Matisse, let's just, you have a problem, okay? Let's just say it as it is. You're guilty, City are guilty, okay? Let's just keep it stepping. Now, the reality is, you and City are both guilty. Let's cut the crap. It's whether you're going to get persecuted, which I don't think you both will, because you're both big clubs and all this shit. So unless it's like pressured by everyone else and like Florentino Perez and John Henry and Avram Glazer and a bunch of big owners of football clubs go barging into the fucking Premier League officials' doors, just kick the fucking door open and go like, charge Manchester City. And, you know, just pressure from the outside builds up. It's never going to happen. But at the end of the day, we all know the truth. And for you, your club is stupid because now the entirety of the public knows details about your own club that no one else knows. Manchester City, there are two of the charges, two of the 5 things that they were charged with that led to the 115 were time barred. So some of it is old stuff as well. So you can't just charge it to begin with. So we will see what happens. The fact that it's 115 charges and the fact that you are snitching on yourself, your process is going to be quicker because you're, and by the way, slyly, I think Chelsea are actually smart, even though they're dumb. I'll tell you why. Because Chelsea right now,
I don't know what side.
Let me tell you, honest, I'm being completely honest. Let's say Chelsea's punishment is a 15 points deduction, okay? Let's just say they get hit with a harder fine than Everton. It's like 15 points deduction. Chelsea now, because they're at stage 1 of their rebuild, they'll take the 15 points deduction because it makes no difference to their life.
Yeah.
Like them finishing 10th and 15th in retrospect means nothing. So they probably would take that right now. What they're thinking right now is, shit, if we wait till next year and Chelsea get better and win a title race or win a top 4 race, that 15 points matter a lot more. But since now we're building up these youngsters, it doesn't matter now. See?
I think that's a valid point. I'm pretty certain, and I'm sure that I have heard that your owner's kind of gone in and he's assessed things and he's said any of these stuff will just put some money aside for anything.
City are thinking we need to rack up as many Premier League titles before they put us in Championship.
It ain't happening, Bob.
We're not going to tell them shit. Drag out the process until Pep leaves, and then we'll take the hit after he goes, which is very
that's the thing is. Nothing's got. That's the worst thing about it. Even if both your clubs are found guilty, there's going to be a slap on the wrist. It's going to be a light fine, and that's it. There's going to be no points deductions. There's going to be, as much as it would be entertaining to see Chelsea and City with points deductions or relegation to the Championship, it's not going to happen. I was chatting with Sam. You'll know him, I think. Is it Guti, the Real Madrid fan?
Yeah,
and he was saying that last season. Yeah. I was on a space last night because I was for once I was in bed just listening to a space, and these some City fans were having complete meltdowns about this. Yeah, so I thought I'll jump in, and he ended up in there, and he was even saying that Real Madrid more in the semi-final of the Champions League against City than they did, I think, winning the Copa del Rey against whoever they played, and that's the thing that. The Premier League, however much, right? Glazers, FSG, the Crunkies, all the different owners, right? They know that if Manchester City and Chelsea leave the Premier League, they're going to lose a lot of money. The Premier League know it themselves. They'll lose a lot of money. And that will have a big impact on this. I mean, does the Premier League really lose that much money from Everton getting a 10-point deduction? The maddest thing out of this, I think the two funniest things out of this are the fact that Burnley is so bad, that Everton got a 10-point deduction and they're still below them, right?
Everton they probably won't get relegated.
No, they won't get relegated.
Quite smart doing it now. There's no real
Everton are so lucky that Luton, Sheffield, and Burnley exist, by the way.
And then the other thing with Everton, the funniest thing is, listen, you cheat to win. You don't cheat to still be shit. Like Everton, have cheated to be a mid-table at best team. It's just embarrassing.
Everton
man.
have the worst transfer strategy of any football club in my entire lifetime.
Yeah, real talk.
And we've called it out on this show multiple times because all Everton do is sign a bunch of washed-up rejects from other clubs the likes of Iwobi, the likes of Walcott, the likes of Michael Keane, all of these players. You can just go and literally player by player. He's been washed up and he's just like some regular average Premier League player, and they just end up paying 40 million for him, giving him like 300 grand a week. They were dumb enough to sign Dele Alli. I'm not gonna feel bad for them. They had a whole documentary to watch about Dele Alli and they still signed them. That's how stupid they are. So yeah, they got it wrong on the pitch and they deserve the fine. That's the reality.
And I think finally everyone should thank us for the hand of Rod as well, because justice prevailed ultimately. Justice prevailed, bro. Justice prevailed.
Oh my days.
With the cheats that prosper.
If that's not a that's the most shameless way to end this show right there. Just
the cheats that prosper.
Beautiful.
I don't think the Premier League
I'm taking a leaf out of your book. I've been told by everyone I should be shameless like Chelsea fans with it. So do you know what? That's what I'll run with now.
Do you know what it is? From a fan point of view, we have no control over it. It could have happened to anyone, right? Any one of our clubs could have, the owner or the guy in charge of finances could have chosen to do a fuckery, and anybody would have had to hold that. But it's us. And to be honest,
look at him doing the kumbaya. Look at him.
No, like as much
could have been anyone.
It could have. You could have got stuck. You could have been stuck with someone who wanted to move mad. But at the end of the day, it's happened. We can't control it. All we can do is wait for the result. If we end up in League One, League Two, we're gonna have a big cry about it for a week, and then we're gonna have to fucking play Macclesfield, and that's the end of it. Like, do you know what I mean?
New stadiums, new power. Listen, the quality of stadiums in not just the Premier League, but the Championship, the First Division, it's always improving. And I've been on a few of these Instagram pages of Footy Scran and that. Yeah, some of these lower league teams seem to have really good food, so I'm looking forward to it. It should be nice. Should be nice.
Mad. Well, listen, what a show, what a return for the people in the international break. It was a boring, bland international break, so that's why.
We're playing tonight. England is playing today.
England are tough already, hasn't it?
I don't give a fuck what England are doing, bro.
Is it a qualifier?
They're playing Macedonia. I don't know.
I didn't even watch it. I was out Friday night, but we beat. Who did we play on Friday?
Malta. That was it. Yeah.
And we beat them 2-0 with an own goal.
Yeah.
Oh, what is going on, man?
Gareth Southgate, that's what's going on. Gareth Southgate.
These times France are playing Gibraltar and beating them 14-0.
As I always say, ring me when it gets serious. When we get to the major tournaments, we will be there. But for these qualifiers and friendlies and National League, what's it called? Nations League, sorry, may as well be National League. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
National League, that'll be us soon, Matisse.
When Southgate is calling up the likes of Rashford, Phillips, Henderson, he's just not serious. Yeah. He's just not serious.
Man played
and there's nothing we can do about it. I'm the good thing for me is I'm not English, so you guys hold that. I've already qualified Asian Cup. We will be there. Jordan, let's go.
And to be fair, Jamaica have got a great bobsleigh team in it, Husam. So
I don't know about the Jamaican national team, but good luck to them.
He hasn't got that far in his.
He hasn't seen cool runnings. He hasn't seen cool runnings yet.
Go and watch cool runnings.
Yeah.
Some people say they know they can't believe.
He's still in the Usain Bolt chapter. He's not yet on that. Yeah.
Up your noise, Matisse.
One thing on England's team though. Rashford needs to be careful, because if Raheem Sterling keeps improving, that's got to be a conversation. If Rashford's 100%. Form continues the way his is and Sterling's continue, then Sterling used to be Southgate's favourite, so he might be back in there, and Rashford might have to hold it.
Yeah, 100%.
Southgate. If Rashford doesn't score a single goal to the end of the season, he going Euros.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. Yes,
I don't know.
He's going Euros.
It's Gareth Southgate we are talking about here. You're talking from a logical perspective.
Yeah, logic this time. But Sterling used to be his favourite. If Sterling keeps going and there's only space, Cole Palmer, probably you're right. Actually,
Grealish or Cole Palmer. Or
took a long time for Grealish to get in that squad.
It'll be Grealish that holds it. To be fair, you're right.
Maguire is gonna go regardless. Kane is gonna go regardless.
Calvin Phillips is gonna go.
Calvin Phillips as well.
What we need, I think Kane, the Kane one, okay, on a reel. Let's assume Harry Kane scores only 3 goals from now to the end of the season. He's in really bad form. I still think England should take him because he's by far the best striker. And if you had a one-on-one to win you the Euros, you'd want it to fall to Harry Kane. So I'd understand that. Even Maguire, as much as he's a travesty and we all laugh at him, for England he does well because they play a low block. Fair enough, I get that. But the rest of them, when he came and he said it'll be like by actual form and stuff, he hasn't stuck to his word because people are getting selected regardless. Calvin Phillips doesn't even play. Henderson plays for Al Ittifaq. Like when you look at like some of these, like what the fuck is going on? Henderson is playing DM for England, and it's 1 month away from 2024. Have some shame.
Running the channel still.
Man played Gallagher and Henderson at home to Malta. You know what I'm saying? That tells you all you need to know. I can't believe it. Gallagher, Henderson at home to Malta.
He has Spanish people screaming Bellingham's the best player in the world, and this is what he's doing.
Oh my God.
He actually has the most informed player in the world, the best striker in the world, one of the best defenses, one of the best squads, one of the most talented right backs, two of the most talented right backs we've ever seen in the sport. Like whatever you need, £105 million DM. You got creative wingers on either side.
Oh, he's
wingers
playing
score goals. And he's out here fucking, you know.
Bro, this is what I can't stand. Sorry, I'm just looking at the team now, yeah. Fucking this is what right, so yeah, we're all looking forward to our boy Rico Lewis getting a call up. Right?
He's not played.
To be played fucking left back, bro.
Oh no.
He's in brilliant Southgate 4D chess.
But if you've seen Rico Lewis on the left, his worst games have been on the left. He can't play on the left. Oh, this guy Watkins up top as well. There we go.
Pickford, Walker, Maguire, Guehi, Rico Lewis, Trenton Rice, double pivot, Foden in the 10, Grealish on the left, Saka on the right, and Watkins.
Grealish just plucked the ball out of the sky. I agree.
Lord heavens.
I lost it.
What a sad note to end the show on after such a fun show.
Sake,
Flawless, let the people know where to find you, bro. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, man, it's been always I've missed this show, man. It's great to be back on. Big up for having me, Matisse. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Daps, big up to Sam, large up the chat. Sarcasm City TV on YouTube, please, people. So make sure you go subscribe over there. Also, don't forget, go subscribe to the gaming channel. Sarcasm City TV Gaming. I'm running EAFC, running pro clubs over there, career mode, also play GTA. I'm going to be adding more games. I'm going to be playing on there. So Sarcasm City TV on YouTube and Sarcasm City TV Gaming on YouTube as well. So yeah, make sure you just subscribe to both. Love for having me as well, Matisse.
There you go, guys. Listen, subscribe, man. Link is in the description as always. Sam, let the people know where to find you, bro. Pleasure. Precious.
Hey, it's been one hell of a show. I kept sending Matisse screenshots every time someone in my live chat was like, who wins Battle of the North? I ended up sending him 115 pictures. It's crazy. Like how many people?
115.
What a number.
So we needed this reunion right here. Big up the chat. I know you guys enjoyed this. Big up to you guys. Make sure you're all liking. Make sure you're all subscribing to this channel as well. Subscribe to Matisse. He doesn't say it enough, because I don't know why, but he just doesn't say it enough. So make sure you guys are liking, subscribing. You can find me on Twitter where I'm not running spaces because I ain't done a space in 5 days. That was a shit intro, Matisse.
Proud.
But you can find me on
I know you haven't, but I'm used to saying it, so I'm gonna keep it.
I might run a space pre the Liverpool City game anyway. And you can find me on YouTube at This Is Football. I'm going live at 11 tonight, making a Premier League team of the season. I got to big up Jacob in the chat. Big up United Spurs America. He done one on his channel yesterday. Put 6 Spurs players in the Premier League team.
Oh, I had to do one with Deji the other day. Going like that.
I think that's right. Still, they've been in the informed team.
I'm bringing him on today to make a team of the season video. But big up to the chat, man. You guys always show us love. This show is special, man. Big up the chat as well.
Hold tight, Jacob, as well. The deepest voice in YouTube content creation as well. He's got a mad deep voice. And Never a Foul. Find me at Never a Foul. Yeah, it's been great to have this back, man. Missed it. I think we all missed it, but I respect Matisse's reasons, you know. And
I'm recharging, but I'm almost
100%, bro, 100%. Bro, listen, I get it because we've been doing more uploads, and if I could, if our channel was as big as yours, I'd stop doing lives and do uploads. They're so, especially for me that gets rattled way too easily. Uploads, you never get rattled in, so it's good. But no,
it's literally just a camera. If you get rattled by the camera, you're finished.
Yeah. Well, I probably could get me in the wrong mood. I probably could turn red from the camera. But yeah, now Never a Foul. Please get over there, subscribe to us. We're doing 1 show a day at the moment, so I'm not gonna lie, we're not doing 2 shows a day through this boring international week. But we're all blessed with the fact that this is the last international break for a while.
Yes.
So, and football really kicks in from Saturday. And what game? To be fair, it's only right that the best game of the season happens
it's gonna be a goodie. I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna
No,
be a
it's
good
gonna
game
be-
to
it's
watch.
gonna
But they made
quality.
it 12:30 again. No, these
Nah, I like the
fucking-
fact. Yeah, I know 5:30 would have been better for me personally, but yeah, 12:30. Yeah.
for everyone, bro. For everyone. No one trying to do this fucking 12:30 kickoff.
Yeah, last time we
I get
played
you.
you at the Etihad at 12:30, it ended really well for you as well, didn't it? So yeah, never a foul, people.
There you are. Well, guys,
All
make sure you
things come
subscribe.
to an end.
Oh fuck, that's terrible. That's not nice at all. Guys, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure. What a show, man. I'm glad we could bring it back to you as a little special treat. You know what I'm saying? For me not uploading on a video for 5 days, I decided that I wasn't going to waffle over the international break. There was really nothing going on, but we are back now and the Premier League's back, so there's a lot to discuss and a lot of more shows coming. London Clubs Carnage, also a special episode will be there tomorrow as well.
Oh,
And then we're
brilliant.
back into
Love
the
that,
thick
man.
of things.
Next time we do this, though, we need to do the crossover again. That crossover show was
That
fun.
crossover was
Was-
honestly just
I think it was great.
impossible.
It,
You're
oh, yeah,
not
it's 'cause
looking
of
at
this guy. It was
Matisse's
great. Though.
perspective though, because he's the host.
It
Yeah,
wasn't.
it was
It
great.
it's actually not feasible. I tried.
Matisse, Christmas special. Listen, pick a
I
night.
knew it. I
Do it
knew it.
one off,
It's
man.
not
Hey,
feasible.
Matisse, you do it one off
Christmas
like
special.
Marvel, man. When all the superheroes are in one film, that's what it is, man. All just a
Matisse,
one off.
What I will say is that when Husam finally does come to England, I have 4 seats. I have a podcast set in my room here. I've got 4 mics. I'm ready for in person. I'm ready.
Lovely, love that.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Love that.
So yeah, guys, listen, big up, absolute pleasure. In a bit, people. Peace.
Merry Christmas.
3, 2, 1, start.
Back again, blood.